Whoa. Whoa. Hello, world. Can you hear me? You probably can. If you can't, that'd be weird. Running around a brain. Running around a brain. Hello, everybody. Hi. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. My volume is a little quiet. I'm sitting right in front of a microphone very loudly. You have many options at your disposal. If you're talking about the game, that's intentional. So let's start this off, and I'm going to do a couple of ground rules. Hi, my name is Heather Alexandra. I am the Content and Community Manager here at Double Fine, which means I do all sorts of things. And today we are starting our playthrough of the original Psychonauts. I am playing on PC, for those of you who are curious. And today we're going to be playing through basic braining and exploring the campgrounds at Whispering Rock. And we'll probably only be going up to like Sasha's shooting gallery or so. I'm going to be joined by a variety of guests today. That is part of the reason why the game volume right now is a little quiet. Because I'm going to be joined by Tim. Here, I'll do this even. I'll make it a little louder as we talk. I'm going to be joined by Tim. I'm going to be joined by, at the time, the title was World Builder, Geoffrey Soulis. And I'm also going to be joined by wonderful art lads, Scott Campbell and Nathan Bagel Stapley. Which means that part, because I don't know what their microphone setup will be entirely, I need to keep the game volume just a little quiet. And if they end up being really quiet, I will adjust their volume. If you ever see the screen freeze, that means I'm just exiting the application to make them a little louder. But for now, we'll just go over to this lovely little door. I bought a new Xbox controller today for this, which is cool, but unfortunately the color was, what? Hold on one second. Let's find out what the actual color was. That's the sound of me grabbing a box. Electric Volt, which I know some people are into, but it mostly looks like somebody highlighted my controller the same way that you would highlight stuff in a book in high school. It's very bright. But here we go.
Human mind. 600 miles of synaptic fiber, 5.5 ounces of cranial fluid, 1,500 grams of complex neural matter, a 3-pound pile of dreams. But I'll tell you what it really is. It is the ultimate battlefield and the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damp, curvaceous undulations. From this day forward, you are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives.
I'm just letting Coach Oleander talk.
Our beachhead. And this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality.
It might be hard to hear both of us because Coach Oleander is yelling. I'll introduce you after he's yelling. Somebody says it's too quiet.
You will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. In other words, Psychonauts. The rest of you will die!
I know the game volume is quiet. We'll adjust.
Children, you are not going to die.
Well, if you're not a psychonaut, then you might as well be dead.
I can't change it during a cutscene.
Summer camp. Dogen. Don't worry about old Coach Oleander.
Dogen.
I've been coming here for years.
I've been coming here for years.
Nothing ever happens.
Yeah, Dogen, Lily's right. You don't got nothing to worry about. Except for that giant monster in the lake I was telling you about.
But I will introduce you after this, Jeff. I
told
promise.
You to stop scaring
Oh, no
people
worries.
with that ridiculous old legend. I don't want the kids to be afraid to go out at night and walk alone on the perfectly safe.
I forgot how much of a cutscene there is here.
And we don't want to scare our special
Oh,
guests.
so good.
Superstar Psychonauts Sasha 9 and Mia Vodello.
Light monster!
Formation.
It's resisting. Quick, bring it over here.
Kestrel, I read
What is it?
scratch lines for
Just a
Coach.
little boy.
The cantrips
What's
that we
your name?
Yeah, someone's
darling?
asking if Jeff did
find
Coach's
out.
placeholder voice.
Get in!
My name is Raz.
Name
Starts with a D.
is Rasputin, but everybody calls me Raz.
Please don't kill us, lake monster!
Compelling. Armored like a tank.
Sorry I'm late. I don't want to disrupt your briefing, Agent Oleander. Agents 9, Vodello, please, continue.
I will
Where do you
increase
think
Jeff's
you're
volume after this.
You've broken into a highly classified remote government training facility.
I know. Isn't it great? Listen, why don't I just sit over here quietly with my fellow Psychonauts? Hey, how's it going? I like your hat.
We need to have this young man taken from here immediately.
I'll call his parents.
What? But don't you train Psychonauts here?
Yes, darling. But
To soar across the astral plane. To wage psychic warfare against the enemies of free thought.
Oh, did I trick somebody into thinking that Nikki is like here with us?
Those words are why I'm
That was
here,
just me.
Oleander.
It's just
You
me and
remember
Jeff.
What you wrote on the inside of
That was me
pamphlet?
doing my Raz
You were
and
born
Lily
with a
impressions,
special gift.
which were probably very terrible.
But the people around you treat it like a curse. Your mother is afraid of you,
I
and
saw
your
it in chat.
father looks at you with shame
But Nikki is in chat.
in his eyes. Come to Whispering Rock Psychic Summer Camp, and you can show them all. Back home, your powers make you a loner, an outcast, a circus freak. But in this dojo, in this psychic dojo, they make you a hero.
Get that soldier a bunk.
Good for you, Coach.
now, darling, you can stay
Get
here
that
for a
soldier
few
a
days
book.
until your parents come for you. But we can't let you participate in any paranormal training without your parents' consent. I'm sorry.
Oh, Mia.
Wowie. You're so lucky. You get to go home soon.
Home? Back there, I was just like you
Dogen.
were, Dogen.
I do love Dogen.
Punished by my own
Yeah,
family
he's so
for having
weird.
powers
It's great.
I never asked for. But here, I have a chance to be something, to make a difference. They may come for me, Dogen, but they'll be looking for Raz, the boy. What they're going to find, what they don't expect, is Raz, the Psychonaut.
And then you'll make their heads explode?
What?
No. Do you do that?
Dogen.
No. Well, once kinda.
The audio on the game
No,
is
I wear the
intentionally
special
low.
hat. Wanna try it on?
No.
But he has mental defenses like I've never seen in someone so young.
And then I will
Just
increase
get him in my
Jeff's
lab for some
volume
experiments. I'm
in a
sure
minute
he
and
will
make a
stand
proper
more to the
introduction. I forgot how long the opening cutscene is.
But I'm not gonna let you turn him into one of your guinea pigs.
It's quite the epic.
It's a multi-act epic. Are we in gameplay? We're about to be. Oh, what a great loading screen. Lovely. I'll have to create a profile. But first, friends, what's going to happen is this. You're going to see the screen freeze while I fix some stuff, by which I mean I'm going to make Jeff's voice pretty loud. And then we're going to hop back into game. So, now it should be moving again. Ooh, fantastic. And we'll start. Am I going to attempt any speedrunning tricks? I don't even know what that would be.
Do you want to know one?
You can tell me. Yeah, well, let's do an introduction here. So, so everybody, I'm in a Discord call right now with
Settle down in here. Big day tomorrow.
Geoffrey Soulis. Introduce yourself, Geoffrey.
Hi, my name is Geoffrey Soulis. I'm the lead environment artist on Psychonauts 2, and I also worked on Psychonauts 1.
Yes.
Just a lowly entry-level environment artist back then.
World
builder, as we were called.
World builder. I put it in I put it in quotes, but not like scare quotes, but just like I think it's whimsical sounding, so I put it in quotes when I write it. How does Jeff sound, everybody? Does he sound okay?
Wow, what's that?
Louder than
Normally
before?
When we do Scratch, they always say I'm too loud, so...
Every one of these you find advances you a whole rank.
Sounds good. And yeah, the game will be a little quieter so that we are able to have discussions. That's why we have the subtitles on. It's gonna be different from person to person. Everybody has different sound setups at home. I can boost Jeff later. You can also check your own personal settings. I can't make it universally perfect for everybody. We're working remote from quarantine, so it's a little tricky. So we'll go from there. Jeff, may I dare ask? Because there are folks who maybe don't know you. Sort of, I guess, the perpetual question that anybody gets asked, which is, what were you doing before Double Fine?
Well, I worked at a educational software company, right before I got into college, in between high school and college.
Yes.
And that was it. I did art for that failed startup for a couple of months, and then I started working at Double Fine while I was finishing school. I actually didn't finish college until almost the end of this end of Psychonauts 1.
You make that sound dramatic. Jeff, may I then ask, which is, how old were you back then?
Oh God. Let's see, 2002, so that would have been 20 something.
20-something-year-old Geoffrey Soulis, perhaps 23-year-old Geoffrey Soulis, comes into Double Fine, comes into doing some silly game stuff, ending up working on what would become a cult classic game that he would be talking about nearly 20 years later.
Yep. It's funny because like watching the intro, because I haven't played the intro to this game in a very long time, and like there's a bunch of the weird, I don't want to say weird, but like the things video games were doing at that time, like Ford asking you to look up at the side challenge marker so we can like secretly find out if you're inverted
or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. No, I know what that is.
We saw, Halo 2 or whatever, I think.
Like in the first one,
they like, shit, we gotta do that.
In the first one, they're like, Master Chief, could you please look at these lights? Can you look at the one up there? Yes.
Gotta calibrate your helmet or something. I don't care.
Which is funny because then my camera is inverted, without me having realized that I inverted my camera. I was like, hey, somebody in chat has a birthday. Their name is Lauren. Happy birthday, Lauren.
Lauren is awesome. She works on Psychonauts 2.
Oh, is that Lauren Scott?
Yeah.
In chat? Or is that a different Lauren? Oh, it is. Woo. Woohoo. We're going to talk to Dogen, because Dogen, I think, is perhaps, a bunch of people will be like, no, I have other favorites, but most people really love Dogen as one of the campers. I think I can see little seams that mark where these squirrels will probably explode. So, I guess then, Jeff, because I'm just asking questions.
Yeah.
I'm just asking questions, man. Just asking questions. How did... So what then becomes your earliest memory working on this game, right?
Oh man. I remember the interview that I had, and I was interning first before I was a full employee. And,
Ooh, intern.
yeah, Scott Campbell was asking me what video game I was currently playing, and we started talking about Halo, and Scott was telling me how he's like, I just want to sit down and like hang out next to like the pond or whatever. The part of the map has like a
Oh yeah, sure.
like a lake in it or something like that, and so we just started talking about
Well, we definitely got a
hanging
lake,
out in those spaces. Yeah.
but I can't go down there. If I go this way, I think early on
should-
Ford is here, and he'll be like,
Yeah,
you can't go down that road down there.
Yeah, you have to go to class. Can't go anywhere else.
Oh, Ford Crawler. I love you so much.
I always liked his weird like pink bunny slippers that he had.
Oh,
on.
right there, down there.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well,
such
you can there. Yeah, now you can see them. Yeah. Oh,
Now get.
good for him. Good for him doing his job. And then we have another camper over here.
Seen bear lurking in woods?
Is that Maloof?
Nope.
What'd
I-
you do?
No, it's
No,
McHale.
Maloof is
Bear
up
bear.
because
Yeah,
they
he's up.
leave
In Russia, bears
before
like
basic
smoke.
braining
Also
starts.
more here.
That's right. That's
Less
right.
lurking.
They're like, I'm getting out of here,
Always eager to receive.
which
This
is
one,
a good idea.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
cannot lurk forever, bear.
When I first started working on this, I was so confused as to what he was wearing on his head.
Oh
I
well,
thought it
it's
was like a giant beehive
well,
for a
it's
long time.
it's supposed to be like a giant Russian like Cossack hat or something. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just a big beehive. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, look at these movements. Look at these movements. Who's my least favorite camper? Gosh, I don't know. If I say the wrong question, then everybody in the community gets mad at me for a bit. They go, Heather didn't. What if I was like Maloof is stupid? They'll be like, Heather doesn't like Maloof. So I
I mean, it's Bobby
refuse to
Zilch.
answer.
He's the
It's-
bully. You can totally hate
No,
Bobby
but some people really love Bobby Zilch, and I mean some people really love Bobby Zilch. I see some of you out there, you know. Oh, there he is, broccoli head Bobby Zilch.
How about Benny?
Benny,
Yeah, it's his Bobby Zilch's henchman.
his little hype man.
Yeah.
Bobby Zilch's friend. There's a tweet I love, which is Socrates going, well, I am not wise, for a wise man knows that he is not wise, or whatever. And then it says, Daryl, Socrates' friend, and he says, I'm not going to swear, but he says, F him up, Socrates! And that's the same energy here, of like, yeah, Bobby.
Yeah, we'll settle this on the battlefield.
We'll settle this.
Their voices are fantastic. I mean, the voice acting in this game is amazing. And Psychonauts 2, it's all amazing. I love it.
It's a lot. But we're gonna do the most important thing, and one of the reasons I wanted you here, which is we're gonna get into basic braining, which is a level that you have some familiarity with.
Yeah. I built a lot of basic braining. It was me and Anna Kipnis. We did pretty much almost all the work in this level.
Right.
And Anna Kipnis was a programmer on Psychonauts and Double Fine for a very long time.
Very long time.
Yep. Yeah, this. I'm still surprised that we were able to do some of the crazy stuff that we were able to do in this level.
Yeah.
It makes me very happy.
I totally want to break down some of this as we go through it, for a lot of reasons, because I think I said this in my job interview. I think, and I meant it truly. I was like, basic braining is a really good introductory level. I might have said that a little bit to grease the wheels talking to you, but also it is a very good introductory level to a game because it sets the tone and it makes sure that players know what they gotta know. And I really, really like it. Oh, some people are asking me if I can dub Psychonauts. No.
It's funny because like I was given a list of the things that players had to know in this level.
Oh,
and
sure.
everything that like every time you encounter something, it's almost literally because it's just going straight down that list.
Yes, I have
It's like single jump, double jump, ladder, eighth pole. You know. Like
I'm skipping through that a bit. I do have, but yeah, like they're like immediately making sure people know they have their melee attack. I do have a question about one point in the level where I'm gonna be like, what is up with this?
Okay. Oh,
This is one of my
sure, yeah.
favorite moments too, because he's gonna charge you, get blown up, which is more games.
What kind of obstacle course is this?
And I say this in a whimsical manner. More games should have children getting blown up, but like in a mental world where it's safe. Don't quote me out of
Yeah.
context on that, which you will.
Well, a lot of them blow up in here.
A
Which
lot
is,
of kids get blown up.
It's. I didn't think we'd be able to do that, and it was pretty fun.
Right, and look, this is what you're talking about already. Jump.
Yep.
And just to make sure oh no, I messed up because I didn't know I could double jump, but now, because I fell, I'll know I can double jump. It's great. It's although this is actually the big one, right here, which is the big jump.
Yeah, you gotta double jump on this one.
So, I'm curious then, like, as you're making a level, I mean, because I don't know, I'm not a designer, I was a writer. What goes into things, now that we're getting to them? I mean, obviously this one is here because players need to know what figments are, but how do you determine, you know, because this is such a big collectible game, how do you determine where to put those sorts of things? Like, because that's always something I've always been curious about.
Well, so Eric Robson was the lead designer on the project, and he was responsible for a lot of like the level economy.
Okay.
And so it was a lot of him. Like he had the amount that we needed in the level.
Yes.
And a lot of their placement was sort of determined by me as I was, because you know, like you'll see a lot of there's like little bullet bush figments that are next to the bullet bushes and
Yes.
things like that. And you know, obviously there's the things like the steamer trunk tag and all of that stuff. Those were all, you know, that was all Eric Robson.
Okay.
Getting the economy working, but the figments themselves was sort of like these are the amount of figments we need to have in here, and it was like Anna and myself placing them.
This is a nice little moment, by the way, because you climb. Like, this is just like such a nice little tease of seeing the bag tag down there and being like, oh, now I gotta go down there and get that bag tag.
A lot of it is like, you know, I can see this and I'm just like, oh man, I'm so good, but
Look,
it just kind of happened.
I don't know. Listen, I get it.
And that's a lot of Eric like going, oh man, you're climbing up the ladder here. It'd be great to put the bag tag there. You'll see it's you're climbing up, and I'm just like,
I mean,
I have this picture that this vague drawing. It's an incredibly beautiful painting of the crazy stuff that's in this level, but I'm sort of dissecting what Peter Chan drew as the concept for this area, and I'm like, oh, that'll look cool here, and just sort of
oh
built
sure.
it out.
Well, I mean, we can if we can establish one thing, Jeff, and I mean this with love from the bottom of my heart. We know that when you were on this project, you were 23 or something, and no offense to any 23 or something year olds out there, but you're probably not. I mean, you're kind of an idiot back then, still, just a little
An
bit.
idiot who thinks they're really awesome at
Yes. Yes. And I'm not even that old, and I go 23, working on a game, putting together a level. Jeez. So much pressure.
I was wearing a lot of. Oh god. I was dressed very similar to Lily during this time period.
Oh, just like keeping it. Yeah, keeping it real.
Very. I shopped a lot at Hot Topic, you know.
Yeah, of course. Oh, I went to in order to get a better working controller for the stream today, which I've established with people is some sort of neon color, which resembles, quite frankly, either a book highlighter or incredibly dehydrated person's urine. It's not the best looking controller, but I went to a mall today and I saw like a Newbury Comics and like a Hot Topic and stuff, and I was like, oh yeah, those are things that exist. Because quarantine has made me forget that there's a world that exists. Some people were just around. I was like, what? You're just going to like Newbury Comics? What are you doing? Because I don't know. I've been so busy. I get my second vaccination tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
Which means good. So this is the big one that I have a question of.
Okay.
Is this just meant to teach me? Well, I mean, there are ladders here, but also, Jeff, I don't need to use those ladders at all. I can just jump across. Is that meant to teach me that I can that I have good fall control, or what's the deal?
Yeah, it was more like.
I am gonna go down here and get these figments, though.
Yeah, accessibility I think is a good good way to. It was. We got a lot of feedback saying that the jump was really hard.
Well, I just nailed it. I don't want to brag. Because there's also this back here, by the way.
Yeah, there's a secret.
Secrets. This is like going down a pipe in Mario. And test your platforming. So, but you had did you initially only have the jump and then add the ladders later, or?
There was a ladder on the starting side. So,
but not on.
The only way you could get across would be to do sort of a tricky jump, but you know, there were some. I don't want to say complaints, but there was just some like.
No, that's fair. You can say complaints.
It's the first level in the game, so I think it's totally fine.
Yeah.
And you know, we didn't shy away from making things too difficult in this game because you know, basic reading exists.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I mean, Meat Circus.
Oh, Meat Circus exists.
Which
listen.
I also worked on.
if you complain about Meat Circus, we've established that you're a big baby.
Yeah, that's right.
It's a perfectly fine level, you big baby, and you'll
Bobby
be okay.
Zilch says if you can't beat Meat Circus, then you're a big baby.
Yeah, you're a big baby. Also, it's totally fine if you can say complaints, because it's like been like what 17 or 18 years later. No one's gonna find you. No one's gonna be like, Jeff said we were complaining on this stream with Heather. Let's go beat him up.
The internet remembers. No, but like I think it was a good movie.
Yeah, of course. I mean anything
and
anything that opens up a level like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the last thing you want is someone to put a controller down in the very first level.
In the first level, yes. We don't want people in Psychonauts 2 being... Well, I mean, maybe... I mean, it's fair to say, I can say it, Lobato is one of the levels that we've shown off, and it's very early. And I guess the only thing that would scare people off from that level will be if they are terribly afraid of teeth.
A lot of teeth in that level.
A lot of teeth in that level. We have... In our mental health disclaimer, we also say, if you have dental phobia, Psychonauts 2, sadly we don't have like an obsidian grounded arachnophobia slider except for teeth. We don't have like a teeth slider. So just be aware.
What would it turn it into?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
Like gumdrops or something?
Cotton candy or something, yeah, like cotton candy or gumdrops. Which is, when you think about it, really the opposite of teeth if you're a dentist, right? What is a gumdrop except the opposite of a tooth, right? It is somehow both gum and not gums. Look at all these movement things that I'm learning, Jeff.
Yeah, you're doing it all.
Why are these explosions here? Why does that have to happen? I just want to get through the level.
Well, it's mostly so you can see. I can't remember who's stuck on the.
It's a little earlobe fella.
Benny. Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah, it's so he can get killed.
No, that's fair too.
Yeah. It's more.
Oh yeah, he just explodes.
Bobby Zilch is a jerk.
Yes. So good.
Yep, there he goes.
I'll blow you up like a 10-cent kazoo.
Which is funny because that means Dogen made it through that climbing wall.
Which, to be fair, is surprising because Dogen is like 80% feet.
Yeah, I don't even know if his arms.
And he has like nothing against Dogen, but you know, it's hard. I feel like it'd be very hard to climb. He has like T-Rex arms.
Hey, Dogen. What's wrong?
If you notice Raz, whenever he hangs on anything, his head's like cocked really far back because his giant head makes it hard for him to hold on to things.
Someone in chat is, for the record, is asking will Psychonauts 2 have better accessibility support? We just did a video yesterday outlining some of our options. We don't have everything, but we do have things for color blindness and screen shake, and we also have I think there's a pass going through the game for photosensitivity right now,
Okay.
if I'm remembering correctly. And then also we'll have gameplay things too, so the ability to toggle invincibility or to boost Raz's damage in combat if you're somebody who just wants to focus on the story, that will be an option too.
We were cognizant of a lot of that stuff as we were going through as well. Like in some situations where we'd want like a
Dogen!
classic...
Dogen! Oh my gosh, he's so close.
Yeah,
He's doing pretty good.
he's doing all right. Uh-oh.
Dogen!
Oh, now he's stuck.
Dogen!
I can't do it. I can't do it.
So what is?
But we were
Yeah.
we were there are places where we wanted button mashing, but that's you know, not great for everyone. So
Yes.
in those situations you can he's dead.
Yeah, he blew up.
Came back to life.
We lost Dogen.
But in those situations you can like hold button down instead,
Yes,
if
hold
that's-
button down. We have some different things to help with platforming and some other things as well. If you jump off a platform in Psychonauts 2, you take damage. Like if you fall into an abyss or something, you can turn that off as well. Jeff, let me ask though, what is the minefield meant to teach me except maybe be better with an analog controller? What is
that's absolutely it.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's just walking.
Well, I just walked right into one because I'm a dummy.
They're real generous.
Let's find out. Yeah, Dogen had the right idea. Sort of. But then you can just blow. How much health did it take off?
Quite a bit. I think you're almost dead now. Or well, I think
must-
it kills you.
I think it might just flat out.
fully murder you.
Might flat out just murder me.
This is one of my favorite parts. I love. Well, I liked building the inside of this stupid airplane. But his perpetual story about him walking his dog is
Then
fantastic.
we turned left and then we walked 2 miles. If I were to take a camera outside of this, is this basically just like a tube geometry object, and then hopping down here is like a trigger volume that moves me somewhere else?
This is one of those things where I was young and I was like, man, this is an airplane. It has
It's a loading screen
on the outside.
Okay, yeah.
You can't see it ever. It does only have one wing. It doesn't have 2.
Oh, interesting. It only has only from the side that I guess you would be opening the door and seeing the wing.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
But it still looks like an airplane on the outside, which you
and
never
the
see.
coach won't
So
open the
whatever.
gate until
I know
someone
it exists.
wins.
These two are
Punch that to start.
punch, punch, punch.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Punchy, punchy, punch, punch.
Oh, I'm gonna lose my brain. Everybody who's like, you should, well, I should grab this mental health to get the pop-up. Everybody who's like, you should get 101%, no. No, I'm not gonna stand here and do like the punch game forever. I will go actually mental. Yeah, I bet you got probably pretty good at this.
Yeah, well, I was the one who had 100% at first, so.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
In
Well, I
the
guess that makes
testing, I
sense.
was just like sitting here for a very long time, punching all
Yes.
of these targets to make sure that it worked properly.
I guess that makes sense.
But as physicsy as those things looking, that is entirely an animation. There's
Oh,
no,
the thing getting
there's
broken.
no particle effects there. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know what? If I look at it, I can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll destroy the same every time.
This is. We don't have our fancy, random Unreal box knocking around tech. This isn't even Unreal. This is What is it?
This is
Is this
our
Buddha?
own engine. And it was before Buddha. This is our own engine.
Ah.
I can't even. What's it called? It was
We
the
don't remember.
Psychonauts engine.
It's the Psychonauts engine. Oh my gosh. Get over here.
You enjoy that. One of my
Oleander.
I love this vault is
This
fantastic as well.
this vault.
He's
Just like he's so
like,
great.
super long legs and
The
arms.
legs,
I
yeah.
like-
Of like "Argh." These are good. I'm so glad that we have some very good vaults in P2 as well.
Yeah.
If anybody's like, are there vaults? And the answer is yes, of course there's vaults. Punch. If I didn't understand that I could punch before after that mini game, and I was like, how does this door go down? Ugh.
It's why there's a decal of the little guy.
Yeah, of the little
Yeah,
fella.
Because the large one, people were like, I don't know if I can punch this, so yeah, we just were like, okay, I guess we'll just put.
I feel bad
we'll just
because
take one of those decals.
I feel bad because I hit that rabbit. Now, during testing, was there ever times where y'all were like, we don't need to actually hit these targets?
I'm pretty sure
We're just gonna blaze through this.
it's hard, but you can actually do it.
Yeah, I bet you can. I mean, speedrunners exist.
Yeah.
Their answer to everything that might be quote unquote intended is to go, no, actually, I don't think I will.
Yeah.
How does that feel, as somebody? I mean, who put a lot of time into making a level to see somebody later on be like, well, actually, we can just clip through this wall here because they didn't put collision, and I can just skip all the way to this encounter.
I think there's a video on this channel somewhere of us.
Oh, that's right.
Watching a speedrunner go through the game, and the moment he starts flying around because of an animation bug, you can see all of us going like,
just going, oh. Well, what was it? I think it was Key who said who intimated the other day that like he probably just can't play this game ever. You work on something and you're like, I'm okay. I've done it enough.
Yeah, I think by the time we finished working on this game, we'd gone through, or I played through this whole game like 25 times or something like that.
Right.
Yeah, so it was like playing it outside of that was a little difficult.
Yes.
I play a lot of video games, and there's not many that I've put that much time into.
I suppose. What are you playing right now, Jeff?
Oh, well, Resident Evil Village.
I finished that I think 2 weeks ago or so. I streamed through all of it. It was very fun.
Yeah, I think I'm like halfway. I don't know. It's fun. It's cool. I haven't played that one in a long time. I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I won't talk about it too much. But the Mass Effect Collector's Ultimate Edition just came out, so I'm probably gonna play through all three of those stupid games again.
Well, I posted on my Twitter, but wait, how do I swap my
Y, I think.
alignment? Oh, look at that.
The top button.
This is why, I mean, you're a nice person and I love everybody I work with, but the real reason that I have you here is to help me when I inevitably screw up.
The H-poles here, cantilevers as they were called at that time.
What is an H-pole? What does that mean, Jeff? I don't. What is that term?
That's what we call them internally.
Internally, they're called H-poles.
Yeah. Well, on this project, they were called cantilevers because that's what they're called in circus terms.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I really enjoyed making this wall. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, fun animations. Always good stuff. This tempts me though. This like tempts and teases me because I see geometry over there and I want to get it, but then I slide and fall. It makes me sad. And then I'm back at the bottom.
Yeah. But the art, it looks crumbling. It looks like it's floating.
Yeah, geesh. Put some collision on some stuff. But I did want to show that off because I always see that and I'm like, I can jump, and the answer is not quite. Let's get here.
Back when we worked on these entire levels were 2 Maya files. One was all of the geometry in the level, and the other one is all of the
video stuff or something.
Well, no, it's worse than that. It's all of the collision. So the collision
Oh.
and the art are 2 different files. Oh man,
Very
it was,
fun.
Woo, yeah.
Very good.
Hold it right there, boy. That's a
mental cobweb.
Select them with a specialized piece of equipment once you get checked out on it. Till then, just steer clear of them.
So many collectibles. It must be my birthday.
God, flying figments. There's one in Milkman that is incredible. No. Military duck.
Hopping up. I do enjoy figments. They're cute. I'm not gonna grab them. People, there are probably people on stream who are like, why is she not grabbing the figments? And the answer is, cause I'm chilling with my friend Jeff, and worrying about even grabbing a single figment just made me miss a jump on a rope. And Tim's gonna be here, and I don't want to embarrass myself in front of Tim, and all sorts of stuff.
Most cadets can't handle it.
Military duck is my favorite figment in this level.
Military duck.
You'd still get a
Yeah, it's the duck with the
participation ribbon at the
little
end of
army
camp.
hat on.
Yes, I think there was one near the punching machine.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about, moving, swinging super fancy H poles.
Trapeze. That's
Nope,
what these
nope,
are.
nope. I'm just gonna use that term because I think it's a fun term. They are trapeze.
You'll have plenty of time to stand around when you're dead.
Yeah. No, this level was a huge learning experience working on this level.
Oh gosh, I always do that. I do that even in Psychonauts 2. I jump over them. Oh my gosh. Killing me. Literally killing me.
That's one of the speedrunner hacks is right there, is you can just jump down onto the rail slide.
Oh yeah, that's like skipping certain segments in like a Mario 64 slide.
Yeah.
Just jumping off. You were saying, and I'm gonna hold you to it, and then somebody in chat actually has a question, which is like the opposite. So you said you learned a lot of lessons making this level. What is a particularly memorable lesson that you learned as young wee Geoffrey?
You make a lot of assumptions when you're building out a space, and so like sort of eating humble pie and learning that, like, you know, everybody's not you, so they don't know exactly how everything was put together. So you know, if something is difficult, maybe it's difficult, and just because you know exactly what to do doesn't mean it's the right thing. So
Yes.
That was probably the biggest lesson I learned working through this level.
Sort of like a situation where you think something is maybe conveyed, but you have to admit, well, maybe we could convey it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking the opposite, though, which is, well, first off, somebody's asking, are we going to play the whole game today? And the answer is, oh my god, no. We're going to play certain segments. We're going to be playing this for the next month or so. And then somebody else was asking, what was the exact phrase? What was the most fun moment for you working on this game? And I suppose that doesn't even necessarily have to be quote-unquote work, right? Just like a good memory, right?
I don't, like, we worked some crazy hours on this game, and it was like the first one for the studio and the first one for a fair amount of people working on it. And so, like, honestly, some of my best memories were, like, and they're, you know, don't do this. It's not a... This is not an endorsement of things you should do, but
yes,
there were times where Key and I, one of the programmers on Psychonauts 1, and the lead programmer on Psychonauts 2.
Oh sure, incriminate Key too while you're at it.
Well, it was just like don't know what you'd call it, like a bonding moment or whatever. And there would be times where we'd be so into working on what we're working on, we would like go to BART, which is the transit system around here, you know, at like 4 in the morning, and we'd be walking over there, and those are always some.
Yes.
Like you were tired and exhausted, but you knew what you were doing was awesome, and it felt really good. And,
Yeah.
Don't do that now.
No,
Please don't do that anymore.
the way that
We're
we
much past that
handle
point.
the way that we handle our work hours is much better than a first-time studio full of young people eating pizza working until 4 in the morning. Now, I was gonna ask, all this geometry is just like actually spinning, right?
Yeah. This room's particular. So, one bit of information is, basic braining went through 5 iterations.
5.
Yeah, it became my level after the second one.
After
I
you
think.
killed 4 other people.
Halfway through the second iteration of the level, it became mine. And then this is the one space, and then the room immediately after this are the 2 things that have survived all the way from the beginning. Yeah.
All right.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Guess I'm early.
Ah, Richard. Oh, right, because there's the room off to the side.
Yeah. The secret.
Secret room. You're not supposed to see this, Raz. Oh gosh, I do like what you can get away with for like level design stuff in a weird mental space.
Yeah.
Now just what in the Sam
Right.
hell do you think you're doing?
This game has survived incredibly well.
Yes.
And then all of the videos, or all of the cutscenes are.
Well, they're all like
videos,
compressed,
which,
like.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
binks actually,
Binks!
which have not survived very well because they're like 320 by 240. or
Yeah,
something.
wow, it's so funny. You said that, and I went, whoa, what? Oh, talk about encoders. Like, way to go!
Yep.
Oh, it's so fun. But we made it through. We made it through your level. I survived. Your level tried to defeat me, Geoffrey Soulis,
That's right.
but I survived.
Excellent.
Let me just ask you a normal question.
Mm-hmm.
How's your week been, buddy?
Well, I mean, we're coming towards the end, so it's been pretty great.
Yeah. We're coming down to the wire.
Yeah.
Well,
but
I mean, now everybody in chat's going to be like, does that mean it's coming tomorrow? And the answer is no, it's not. It's not coming tomorrow. But we are getting a lot of stuff really finalized. How's that?
we closed something like
Settle down.
2,000 bugs in the last
2,000 bugs.
week and a half. So
Do you remember what
things
the
are looking good.
Do you remember what the count was as of today?
Right behind you.
Oh, a lot. I don't know. It's getting smaller.
It is getting
all that
smaller.
matters. As long as the number of bugs reported is less than the lower than the number of bugs fixed, we're doing good.
Good,
And that's what's
yes.
happening right now.
Oh, Sasha.
Tests are unauthorized, though, so I
It's
can't
like,
actually
what can we get away with the ESRB if his cigarette is not smoking?
What could I do?
Bet you those are conversations that are actually happening.
Yeah, I think he smokes it right here.
Talent will always set you apart.
He certainly puts it in his mouth.
Sometimes isolation is a good thing. It can lead to important discoveries.
He's so cool.
Wait!
Why
I don't
why
even know what your
why am I
level
not that
is.
cool?
Is it some kind of
I don't think
test?
anybody can be as cool as
As
he
cool as
is.
Sasha 9.
Sometimes
Yeah.
isolation is a good thing.
Him and Mia.
You and Mia,
Both incredibly cool people.
they are very cool.
And now I'm hearing things. Great.
Show the button to
This
Oleander.
button is from Coach?
I like that wake up animation.
You stole a button from the geodesic
If I remember
psycho-isolation
correctly, that
chamber.
radio was the very first thing I ever made in this project.
Really?
Bobby Zilch
Yep.
Should've known.
It's got just enough Psychonauts wonk.
Reminds me of myself
I think it's like under 100 polygons too.
Ah, well, let's turn on debug and count them now.
Where is the G?
Don't you know how to use your map?
Oh, I totally know how to use my map. How do I use my map? Oh, my handy map. Stop it, game. So it's down that way. There we go. Our mental map. He's holding the button. Holding the button in a very, like, Guybrush Threepwood, like... What can you tell me about this button?
Yeah. Tell me about this button. I'm pretty sure you can show the button to everybody you can find right
Okay,
now.
I'm gonna close my eyes, right? And then I'm gonna
Just
start
like you
to
can show
count
the
to
turtles
100.
everyone at the very
Yes.
end of the game.
And then you guys
He's-
hide. Everybody got it?
He's such a, like... Vernon is such, like, a sedate presence that he actually might be one of my more
Great.
favorite campers.
Yuka, you're a genius.
He's
Come on,
very...
Dogen.
Yes. Somebody highlighted their message to say,
This reminds
"Thank
me
you
of
for
a
your work
story.
15 years ago.
It's
Love
about
my
how the-
memories of this game," which is good. Which
Hello?
is good.
Man, you guys are good.
I think we're gonna end up being joined by some folks relatively soon, Jeff.
Yeah.
And and the one rule of the chat of people joining us is it's like an Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family, and we get to just chill and enjoy our game, and chat about whatever. But also, I determine what family is. Okay, so if you cause any trouble, if y'all cause some hullabaloo, I will have to kick you all from the Discord. That's not true.
No passing.
But I need to get to Sasha 9's
But I need to get to. I can't. I can't do it like I can't do it like Richard does.
That's why I'm here now.
Exactly.
He's too good.
Now you gotta pay the toll.
Yeah.
One arrowhead. Pay up.
I found this thing. Is that what you're talking about?
I have 3 arrowheads.
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
How'd they get here?
Frankie, the new kid can't be this dumb. The camp's built on an Indian burial ground, and
Oh my gosh!
He points
Indians
to
buried their dead here?
the
ew. I hope not.
he points to
No,
the
stupid. They
the
buried
thing
their
in the UI,
arrowheads here.
which
They're
is so
hidden
fourth
underground,
wally.
but
It's
they
great.
let out a little
It's very
blast
nice to
once
have
in a
those little
while.
moments.
Just like
Yeah.
Coach Oleander.
Yes, I
So,
confirm that there's an
see
Olive
that
Garden in
stuff?
P2.
Just pull them right like truffles. Anyway,
It's a secret mental Olive Garden inside of
It's the prototype Olive Garden.
yeah, it's inside Hollis's mind. It's like what is that level? What is inside the mind of Hollis Forsyth? Olive Garden.
Come here, you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list.
Can't do it. There's just so many collectibles and things, which is good. But never gonna find all of it. Never gonna find all of it.
There's a lot of collectibles in this game.
To be fair,
So where do I...
and look, I will
Hey, where'd he go?
I will point a finger here because I reviewed Yooka-Laylee as a games journalist, and I think there's a lot of stuff in that game that is very, very good. But I got to a point in that game where I was like, oh cool, I have enough collectibles, get to the final boss. And then I got to what I assumed was the door to the final boss, and they were like, actually you need double that. And I was like, oh no! So at least what I enjoy for Psychonauts, I will say, is is that there's not like a lot of gating in terms of like, please find enough Psy cards to open this door or whatever, you know what I mean?
One big gate.
Is that Tim?
Tim.
No.
Is that
I have
Tim?
Professional Tim sound alike. Tim
Is that-
was a little busy.
Is that Timothy
And
Timothy
he sent
Schafer?
me here. Hello.
Tim
Hi.
Tim is
Thank
your
you for playing.
is your full name Timothy?
It is Timothy John Schafer.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is my mic? Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Hey, Scott Campbell.
This is Scott Campbell.
Hi. Yeah.
It's like
Hey.
a big old
Did it.
country
What a guy.
jamboree.
Technical whiz.
Yay.
Look
This
at
is
you.
I love it. This is
Best.
exciting.
Hello.
Oh,
How does everybody
you all
sound?
so good.
Can
Yeah,
you hear people at home? Can you hear how does Tim sound? Tim's a little
I'm
quiet.
quiet.
I can
How am I
boost.
quiet?
I can
Do
boost
it.
you.
Do I
Don't
get
worry.
to mix. Blah
I-
blah blah.
I can fix it.
Testing 1 2 3.
I can totally fix it.
Psychonauts.
The screen is gonna totally freeze up for a second.
Hey Scott Campbell.
Let me
So
freeze. Hi,
me
Tim,
and
bro.
me and Scott and Jeff and Heather, and that's is anyone
Hi,
else? on here?
Jeff. Hi, old friend.
Hey, Scott. It's been a long time, man.
It's
I'm actually gonna jump out and start fixing all
What?
this,
What?
so-
What you're gonna? Oh, we see how it is. They show
Yeah,
up
I
and
can hang out for a bit
and
longer.
Jeff
I don't mind.
leaves.
He wants to get because I'm not here adding bugs, so I'm gonna go add some bugs. after
That's
this.
what Scott meant by old
The
friend.
salt shakers have a shadow. There's no shadow on the salt shaker.
He's my friend up to this moment.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I've been watching you guys for a while. It's been fun watching you.
How
Oh wait, so I can't necessarily hear.
sorry, my
But it's
bad.
okay. Anyway, I'm not gonna
Not to
comment.
worry, my bro. Let's
Hi
just
everyone.
pick up from the part where I
Here we
did
are
that
in
thing.
the. Yeah, I'm reading the subtitles.
Oh, yeah, because you can't
we're
listen
here-
on the screen.
Here's the thing. There's Phoebe.
Do-over. Two,
It's Phoebe
three,
Snow. Been a
Mhm.
while. The Levitators and the Fire Starters.
I love
And
this
what's his name? The one that's kind of based on Scott, right there.
Right here.
Hey,
Yeah,
you guys.
his speech,
Nice,
how he he
man.
talks in a
Hey, do
gentle,
you have a lighter?
hip way.
'Cause if you lit it and held it up
Sorry.
right now, that would be rad.
They're really.
Completely
That's so
insensitive to
funny.
me and
It's
my
true.
issues.
I
Got
felt
a little
very.
scarf.
Right.
Guys wear a lot of
Oh,
scarves.
never mind. I forgot about the
Mhm,
whole
yeah.
fire bag.
Hey, he's not
thing
dressed
for
at
a
all
moment.
like me, but
Hey,
it's
Phoebe,
mostly
can I
his
ask you a question?
speech
What?
patterns.
Have you ever
Which-
had a weird
sure.
nightmare about
We're
a
interrupting them
bathtub?
right now.
Is this
Now,
a
Scott,
joke
for
set
people
up?
at
I can't hear.
For people at home, what was your official title while working on this game?
I was art director.
Art director.
Art director on this.
Because Jeff was like, I was a world
Yeah,
builder.
baby.
So I don't know.
Yeah. He built the world.
He built the world.
He just directed
We
the
did-
art.
Was he a
But,
vampire?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's how it worked.
I was been on the work for you.
But yeah, so I drew a lot of. I drew the characters and did certain
wait,
designs and filled in the blanks. Did
Yes.
some storyboards. Did those figments. I hand placed the figments. That was my.
Go up
big
and get
thing.
the scavenger hunt item in the rafters.
Oh, well, Tim, I'll go back and get it.
Do you want hints?
Got a lot of work.
You
to do
you can
there.
give me plenty of
on in.
hints. Tim, it has been so long since I've completed this
Oh,
game.
I thought you stopped.
Did you change TV channel?
no,
Oh, there you go.
Well, I can. I can
Yeah.
go in here and...
Bagel did the TVs. The different.
Yeah, we've used those in several games since.
Yep.
You have really?
Oh,
Yeah,
there's,
I think they're in
yeah.
Rhombus.
there's
right?
a guy getting punched.
Punched
there.
right in the
I love
in his athletic cup. And they're good sounds.
2 framed animations by Bagel.
Yeah, that horse gallop is back and forth,
I
back and
drew
forth.
that. I drew that poster on there on the wall of the.
Yep.
The
The
Of
rodeo.
the...
The rodeo on the
rodeo.
right.
crown and
Oh.
the,
Yeah,
I like
over
that
here.
one. I'm just as careful, and it's an alligator biting. your
Alligator
brain. Do
biting
not let
you.
an alligator bite
Careful.
your brain.
careful. That's really not even. It's not really telling you.
Okay,
what.
this is you. Okay. Look, wait 1 second. I wish I had a webcam to show you something. Look, go
Oh.
back to that wall, Heather. You're looking at.
Yes.
This is so weird. It's not gonna seem weird to anyone because you don't have a camera to see. See those cards on the wall with the snake?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Those are called Zener cards
Yes.
for a famous scientific experiment that into the paranormal they use in Ghostbusters.
Yes.
I have a UPS form on my desk. Trust me, it's here. And someone sent me a package and I wasn't here for it. And the last name of the person who sent it to me, guess what it is? Zener.
Oh, I was gonna say
What?
Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd.
Zener. Dan Aykroyd. No, it's Zener. What are the odds? I just walked upstairs with this pad, and it's a Zener, and then this is the Zener cards on the.
Well, isn't the
Oh, I see,
idea
I got
that
you.
you're supposed to
Yeah.
hold the card, and if they are psychic, they will be
Focus
able
on
to
it.
tell you what
Mhm.
card you are holding.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
all symbolize a number. There's like 3 stripes and 5 points on the star, and 3. I don't know.
And
Oh, I didn't
four
know that.
for the
Very good.
square and 3
Those might
triangle.
not be the official ones, but I don't know. This close.
Interesting.
I don't remember that being in the game. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it is.
Pain in the
There's
It's been a long
that.
time. It's been a long
there's-
time.
There's this
Yeah.
like
haven't looked at
these
these in a
handmade
while.
drawings, these like
Yeah.
framed children's
that-
drawings.
Handmade.
Yeah, those are I drew those little kid drawings of. It must have been just kind of artwork they decided to frame and put on walls like they do sometimes. at kids' camp.
Not as many fridges. How do I get up into the rafters, Tim?
It's wow. Those
Oh,
windows
it's
look
a
like.
puzzle. The puzzle's a really good puzzle.
Oh my god.
That was an
That's
accident.
exactly it. No, I think you got the table, and then above the kitchen.
Something like this.
Oh, there, like that. Look at you, master
Oh,
platformer.
see, look down there. There's the crayons with like someone has been coloring
Oh yeah.
and drawing stuff. So it's
Do-
whoever
do-
did that. Is the
Do you
one.
have this quest yet?
Dude, that was so dope.
No.
Hey, can I talk about something that's better in Psychonauts too?
Yeah.
See those,
Go ahead.
Those merit badges on your back. We never figured out a way to show them dynamically on your back, but Raz is gonna have that.
Oh, for the ones that you collect. Yes.
Yeah, they're
The-
always that grayed out state.
The bag that you have on your back in P2 will reflect the actual merit badges that you have
Yeah.
collected.
That's the feature we're living in. Is Elka sitting there drawing?
No, but the crayons and stuff are here.
Wait,
That must
walk
be
away
that
from
left
it.
side.
Walk away from it and look. Look,
Oh!
walk away from it when you look at her.
That's right.
Oh, that's right.
That's the
Walk
gag.
away. There she is. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, she's shy, you guys.
What would be good?
Oh wow! I didn't mean to
Separate
like.
honor.
I didn't mean to like actually attack her. That was a little
Quentin
much.
Hedgemouse. Quentin Hedgemouse is the name of the
That's exactly why she
kind
stays
of
invisible.
Wes Anderson guy.
I like these two that are just like, read,
Yeah, just read.
but
people.
mine's. It's cool to
Read
read. Read, man.
Yeah, be cool and read.
Yeah,
Those
just
are still popular, right? Don't they still have those in libraries? Read posters?
Yeah.
read.
Please read.
The frog.
Right.
Yes, you should read. I will say, if you ever want to learn about, people have asked me not to make it about me for a second, but if you want to write about games and learn about games, maybe read stuff, read books, and play sports and do things other than just games. Enjoy life to the fullest.
What you doing there?
True, or play hacky sack,
Or play hacky sack.
You know, for our
which is one of Tim's favorite games, right? Really? Right, Tim?
Were you a big time hacky sack player back then?
I went to UC Santa Cruz and I saw so much hacky sack there. I don't even need to.
Well, I remember when we were at Lucas, and when we were at Lucas, people at Lucas Learning would take breaks and get in a hacky sack circle.
Oh, it's Lily.
Do you know what Sasha 9's secret?
We know that Nikki is in chat. Voice
wait.
actress.
Oh, hi, Nikki.
Yes.
That was the original thing, right? That they were going to do besides going to the TV after their brains were taken.
I wanted to have a whole hacky sack circle, and there was going to be a hacky sack mini game, and you know how it is. I never get anything that I want ever.
Okay, but here's the thing. When you say that, are you joking or being serious?
That I want that in, or that I never get anything I want. I always get everything I want, but I did want there to be hacky. I don't know what the difference was going to be, but you were going to be able to go. Some of the kids were going to go to the TV room, and some of them were going to go play hacky sack. And you could
Hacky
play it
sack.
with them.
You could play it.
It was
And then there was a whole in California games, the old
Yes, like the NES.
Atari game. You could do a hacky. There was a hacky sack precedent. That's why we didn't do it. It wasn't original.
Just couldn't get the mini games in.
You know what Jeff was called the world builder? I was just remembering because Jeff was an environment artist, and then we decided that environment artists are really designing a lot of these environments. And
Yes.
so they made up a title to represent their design, know-how. World builder.
Yeah, Eric Robson led us, and we did it, and then we were paired with a programmer, and so it was a world builder, a programmer, and then Eric Robson sort of oversaw all of it. That was their structure back then.
And then an Eric Robson.
Yep.
Yes. No title.
Yeah, everyone should have one.
Just an Eric Robson. Everybody should have one on their game.
Yeah.
Lead designer, I think, was his title. He was a designer.
Yeah, he was lead designer.
Yeah.
All right, let's beat this game. Speed run.
Beat this game? Oh my gosh.
Can you burn things yet?
No, I have to go to like the Tumblr or whatever.
Psycho-isolation chamber.
I have to look
What
on
did
the
you say,
map.
Jeff?
Psycho-isolation chamber.
The psycho-isolation chamber.
Oh, yeah,
That's right. Where's my map? Where's my map? There's my map.
Never use the map.
I gotta go up that way.
Oh, there's so much to explore.
It is a pretty sizable
Nice little
area to
brown dot.
explore.
So, wait, 2005. And how old was everybody in 2005? I was
Sheesh.
something old.
I would have been like 12.
Were you old enough for the ESRB rating on this game?
I would have been like 12 or 13.
That's the age. My daughter just turned that age.
Yeah. I would have.
Oh, go up there.
Because at 2000 I was like 11 or something around there, so 13ish.
Those two are so nice.
I'm so bad at math.
Somebody in chat says they were 8.
Do you know what her last name is? Crystal and Clem. Oh, look, they're pouring deadly poison. Hey, where's the pouring poison, you cheap?
Oh no. These guys were based on that SNL skit, right? With Will Ferrell, wasn't it?
No, well, I mean, not specifically based on them, but maybe they were inspired by, like Sherry O'Terry and Will Ferrell.
Yeah, they were inspired by them. I thought about them a lot with those two.
Like the cheerleaders, yeah.
But it's Clem Foot and Crystal Snagrash. That was one of my most proud name moments. Snagrash. Crystal Flowers Snagrash.
Tim, can I ask you a P2 question for a second?
Like a big super spoil release date type announcement?
Yeah, no. Can I ask you, is Hollis's last name supposed to be a play on the term foresight? Is it intentional?
You know, I like to leave those things up to the...
Oh, come on! You can't do
You know
that.
what? They always assume I'm smarter than I am, and they always come up with stuff like that that is way smarter than I am.
Hollis Forsyth.
I was just stealing from, like, Dynasty.
I can't deal with
Dynasty,
that.
the show?
Dynasty?
Yeah. Yeah, what was the guy's name in Dynasty?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Go up on the roof. Dynasty, Foresight.
When you're playing a game and your boss tells you to, like, jump on the roof, it's like, I guess you have to. I already picked up one of these, I thought.
Heather's the only person at work that calls me their boss.
Well, I mean, James is technically my boss, too.
We don't, you know, we all just work for kicks.
Nice.
We all just work. We all just work for the man.
Now I gotta look up Dynasty.
I want to make sure I know exactly where I'm going.
Cast.
You can see the asylum across the way, just barely.
Oh yeah, right there in the.
Bust it out.
Over there.
A very low poly version.
Oh, it's Carrington. Not Forsyth. What do we do with Forsyth? Who's Carrington?
Should be able to see everything from all the positions. I think you can actually see a little bit of the GPC poking up from up there as well.
Oh well, I guess we can go back up and check.
No.
Now. I don't even. I mean, I don't have a lot of powers or anything, which is the downside. I wanted to ask.
I can't figure out where Forsyth comes from. Yes. So let's say it was Forsyth.
That's fine. We'll say yes. I was kind of curious, Scott, because I've never really had much of a chance to talk with you. Like, so what ended up being your path to working on this game? If I can ask very briefly for folks at home who maybe don't know, because you were at Lucas. And so how did you end up working on Psychonauts?
Tim and I met there. Yeah, I was working at Lucas Learning and Tim was at Lucas Arts. And then, Tim and I just became buddies. But he would always say it was because of the art show or something.
Scott worked at Learning with, but not with Bagel, but Nathan Bagel Stapley, but he knew they were friends from...
But he was cool. Yeah, we went to art school together, so that's why. So Bagel would come over to Lucas Learning a lot and work at my desk. Like the two of us would just be working together. He bailed on Lucas Arts a lot just to hang out over there. But then, we became buddies, and and Tim would come to the parties at my house with my buddies.
And I did go to an art show where Scott had a piece up that had a bunch of little drawings and post-it notes. And I was like, I just never seen this style in a video game before. This would be really cool in video games.
Yes.
There you go. Now this game. There's a whole game.
And I remember when we had our lunch and he pitched the game to me, and it seemed like such an immense amount of work. And he was saying like, oh yeah, we want it to be like Brink and Bass style. We want it to be like a little stop motion-y or
Yeah, we thought it was gonna be really stop motion-y, but that was the big technical challenge.
Yeah, that was too tough. Because I remember like very early on, one of his things, and we're gonna have this tech where you're gonna have thumbprints like that appear in the flesh as if someone's like doing it by hand the whole time.
Like very much.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Someday we're gonna do that. They're gonna do the claymation game with the procedural shader of the thumbprints.
Yeah, and the fur kind of moving weirdly.
Like
weird wind fur.
Here we have all these folks. We got.
Oh, get on the stage and do the. Oh, look at this. Oh,
helmet, cruciate, auto.
Payoff. What is this over payoff?
I don't know. I mean, it just seems just like some random environmental stuff, Tim.
Get on the stump and do a speech. You didn't do a speech. Get a for it.
I'm going on the.
Aren't you trying to 100%? 100%?
Is this the stump?
Hey, where's the white prompt?
Oh, it didn't even show up.
Is he talking?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah.
Of cranial fluid. Stump speech. Very good.
Oh my god, that's totally a pun that we intended as well.
Stump speech, yes. Totally intended.
Can I hear the sound from the game? Is that just would that cause a harmonic capacitance that will blow up the world if I do that?
Well, I put the game down lower so that people could hear.
Yeah, that's
you interesting folks. But if you want,
God,
if you want them,
we had to say interesting stuff.
I don't know. Well, I mean, if you want them to just hear Richard, we could always just put that up to like 100 and mute all of you.
We should call Richard. We should have Richard call in.
You know what? I would love to make that happen. And there's a world where it possibly could.
Those are some pretty okay moths. Or whatever
I gotta say, that's a beautiful stump right there.
Try and count the ears.
That's a beautiful.
I don't know. I don't know. The rings aren't really meshing though. Yeah, Jeff?
This game has held up incredibly well.
Yeah, art style-wise, like, this is great.
Looks really good.
Yeah, the textures are beautiful, man.
I'm playing it on a very large TV right now, and it looks, I must say, pretty nice. Pretty darn nice.
Oh, but hey, so, yeah, they painted, these are the early Psychonauts on the,
Yeah, here you can see...
They're carved. I think they're carved.
Bob Zanato.
Yeah.
And
this is before we,
They have little brains under them.
Yeah.
Oh, they do, yeah. You can see it right down there at the bottom.
Yep.
And Cassie. And
who
who's over here? Who's over here?
Compton.
Compton. I was like, I don't know which ones are which.
What? No, don't go inside the stump. That's first rule camp.
I'm looking for any secret stuff. I hear a bear. I hear the bear.
No, there's no bears at daytime. Haven't you ever been in the woods?
I hear the bear.
But that was fun.
Is there a bear in one of the tunnels? I think there's a bear in the mining tunnel.
There must be something down below, yeah. No, this is literally, no, this is
there's
Tim, psychic bear.
Oh my god, that's a bug.
Don't tell me that there are no psychic bears in daytime.
I thought the bears only came out. It's been a long time. I guess that's the cougars.
Yeah, right there.
He's going after the honey. That's the.
Yeah, because the bee thing. No, he's right there. That is 100% a psychic bear.
That's not a bear. That's just a shadow. That's like a shadow of the tree. Heather.
Maybe. What if I fight the bear?
You can't fight the bear.
Oh, he does hurt.
Oh
no!
Really go run behind the bear.
I don't think this is. Yeah. Get him
I should get away from the bear. I should get away from the bear. This is not. No, I don't like this anymore.
There are bears in the daytime. Get that bee's nest though.
I
forget what happens.
There's a
in the
bear.
real world.
We had a whole thing where this
erases your save.
Yeah.
I need to get.
You were gonna open up that locker, and that was gonna be how you got down to.
Bear, no!
You have to find it first. Well, those are bees.
I'll get the other thing later.
Those aren't bears. Those are bees.
Those are bears and bees.
Like small bears that fly.
What are bees?
Bears.
Bees are just small flying bears.
I mean, bumblebees are for sure. The little fuzzy black bees.
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are just like small, tiny bears. You can pet them if you look.
I can't believe I died. Everyone's
I was
gonna
gonna
be like,
say, I based one of those old Psychonauts guys. I based on Steve Wozniak.
Is it? Oh, you know what? I can see it. Yeah. I think maybe Compton, right? Which one has the big beard? Or maybe it's.
It's the big beard. It's
Bob.
Zanata,
Bob probably, yeah.
So Coach has a Jeep and Mia has a sports car. Where is Sasha's car? Why doesn't Sasha have a car?
That's a good question.
Let's find out.
What did we decide? We didn't have enough time.
Did he come from the same place as Mia? We'll never know. Or did he carpool with Coach?
Oh my gosh, are you just teasing all of our fans in chat right now?
That's exciting to think about.
We used to talk about that. I think that's a very rare sighting of a lizard. That's a
Oh
cool
yeah,
car,
yeah. Do you think they carpool?
Kind of like Penelope pit stop. I think Scott used to say they carpooled.
I mean,
used to say
it's not.
You know.
It's not in the word. Yeah, you're like they carpooled.
I want to get up there.
I always say where.
Wow.
Do you get something special if you go through the hoop with your ball?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
I don't even have levitation yet, so I don't think I can hang on it.
Oh, yeah, you don't.
It's not even hangable. There's a lizard. Yeah, right there. Lizard.
You can bounce on a Jeep. You can read that stump.
I can read that stump.
I don't like how the lizard goes into the. Read the stump.
Oh, that's
Very
right.
important. Oh god, I'm scared there'll be some lore here that I messed up. It's really hard to mess up.
Enormous
Painful when you mess
titanium
up lore.
meteorite.
200 years ago.
Okay, yeah, this.
I gotta get this in a giant timeline.
Yeah, we should have read this before Psychonauts too.
Yeah.
Once.
We should have gone over our lore. Darn it.
I made a timeline. It all checks out.
We could cram some of this stuff in last minute, right?
Oh, yeah, there's still time to change all the story.
Shaky claim, because there's a little sign. I wonder if we made an achievement about that too, because I want people to see it. There's a shaky claim sign. On one of the buildings down in the Lungfish Lair, there's a sign that says shaky claim.
Shaky claim.
And I think Key put it in that you get an achievement on the PC version. If you
Yes.
look at it.
Years ago, Asylum closes.
Huh.
Last Valley
Suicide. It's dark. It's a dark game.
Listen, if we think that this game has dark stuff, I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know.
You know, there are more cards visually on the tree than there are things that he read, so I think I got ripped off as a player.
You think that? Yeah, you know what? I feel a little bit screwed over.
It's up for Raz glazed over him.
Yeah, I'll jump on the car. Don't worry. I'm ahead of you,
Sorry,
Chief.
am I telling you what to do too much?
No, it's fine. It's great.
Look how jiggly it is. Look at that attention to detail.
I find it super endearing that you're like, jump on the roof, go over there, hit the thing.
So so the original Raz designed those two cars. The actual Raz.
Oh, did he?
Mm-hmm. He designed both those cars.
Raz Mavlian. Now at medium.
Mavlian.
That bear too, right? Didn't he?
I think I drew the bear. I designed the bear, I think.
Oh, you know, he painted the material for it. That's.
Oh yeah,
that's. I was thinking
because it has a butt. It has a.
It
butt.
does have a butthole. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Someone's asking how Coach Oleander gets into that car.
He levitates into it.
He must levitate into it or something.
Yeah, I don't think his feet can actually reach the pedals either.
Maybe that's how Dogen got to the top of everything in Basic
Almost like he's
Training too.
compensating for his height.
It's almost like he's compensating for his height. That's correct. Yeah. Almost. Let's get
those
through
nice
here.
spots to relax on those benches.
Oh, but if I jump on them, I slide.
You rail slide. There's that damn lizard again. That's the one animal you can't interact with. I guess he flees. That's kind of like an interaction.
This is one of the few games that can make me fall asleep if I've been hanging out in a spot for too long.
Is that your way of saying that we're boring you, Jeff?
No.
Peaceful?
Yeah, it's super peaceful. Like just hanging out here, the wind and everything else, and
yeah, the vibes are good.
Yeah, it's super nice.
The air is somehow very relaxing.
Look at more lizards.
The slow pollen and the little gnats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everything together is very.
Wow. Yeah, I'm just chasing.
They're not killing squirrels. Oh, you are trying to kill them.
I am going.
But you don't have side blast yet.
I don't have side blast yet, so I have
to. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah, there I got one.
What's the the line that he has? Is that only when you pyro them?
See you in hell?
Yeah.
Wait, does he really say it? Then no way.
Yeah.
See you in hell.
In a really cheerful way.
See you in hell.
You know, when we're young, we're mean to animals.
Yeah, sure.
We don't really. We squish ants. Who's titanium?
Now you just vibe with all your cats.
Yeah, cats. I'm only mean to them when they want me.
Can I afford to buy anything at the store yet? I wonder.
How much do you have?
18?
No. Probably not.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna find out. Don't dash my dream. Don't dash my dreams. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, just enough for Ford to be very condescending.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Ford.
Kiss my food. I think that was like written by Peter Chan. It was
Kiss my food.
Kiss my food.
That's my last cobweb duster. What, is he explicitly meant?
I missed that font. Rank and Pigments up there.
Oh yeah.
Very, like Space 1999 Avengers.
Dream Fluff. Well, I can buy Dream Fluff if I wanted.
Dream Fluff.
So I can buy some stuff.
Yeah, it's always good to have a Dream Fluff.
Or I'm close. Well, I can buy. Or close to. Was the voice direction always meant to be Ford must sound like an old-timey prospector? Was that always the decision?
Yeah, I think he's got kind of a New England-y version of that, though.
Sort of, but it very much sounds like he's going to be like, "There's gold in them hills."
A little bit like that.
Which I think
what
is.
What aspect makes it New England accent?
He says wicked a lot. He's like, "There's a lot of wicked gold."
No, he just he says wicked once.
We're going to dunk. We're going to dunkies.
This was going to be a mini game. I think there was going to be a shooting mini game.
Oh yeah.
Oh, over here, yeah.
They still wiggle. They still wiggle. How do you not pick up that? Hey, didn't we talk about that? Because Skies of Arcadia, the Chams, Skies of Arcadia, is why you can pick up Titanium it's stuck in the ground. But I think in Skies you walk over the jams and you feel.
Yeah, it shows up on the
rumble,
controller, and it rumbles as well. The VMU shows up. Look at you.
I didn't mean to bring up a sacred text while you were playing and distracted me.
Listen, I've learned, Tim. I am finally in my 30s, and I have learned the value of allowing myself to enjoy something without reservation, which I think is very nice. The same way that many of our fans have embraced and enjoyed Psychonauts.
Wait, do you think I'm making fun of you for liking Skies of Arcadia? That's my favorite game.
No, I'm using this as a chance to proselytize and sound faux intelligent and wise for 2 seconds. It's nice. Be passionate about the things that you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I like these two fellows.
I love how
They're really into
much
hockey.
music is being played in this game. Look at that. There's another band over here.
Oh my god, his strings don't line up. His
Lots.
goddamn strings don't line up. When did that happen? I gotta fix that. Gotta patch that. I love the look of that thing. Crazy.
Oh, listen to it. Yeah.
Chops.
Yeah.
That's the name of one of our animators.
They're just vibing.
Chops.
It's pretty nice. If I stand
huge
here,
cricket.
that cricket, I'm like right in its path. Like it jumps. It must jump to only a few specific points because it goes there, there, and there. So 3 points it's hopping from.
Well, it learns. It uses the neural net to track your motion. And to
Oh, yeah.
find a cool place around you. So
Eventually,
that's
it plays the game by itself. We can teach it to play Mario. Oh, we get Lily.
Oh, nice.
I think we're always wrong with the aspect ratio. I think we're stretching of like a old aspect ratios a little bit wider.
Well,
yeah,
Jeff
we were
reminded
talking
us that
about
this was
earlier,
Binks.
yeah.
It's always frustrating how everything ages well except for the pre-rendered stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's great, everybody. Please love it.
Don't just randomly sniff people. Putting that one out there. Acceptable maybe in Psychonauts world, but just don't do that in real life, kids. Just don't.
I don't smell people all the time. I don't want to smell people.
Oh, all the time. Don't want to smell
Sometimes
people.
it's necessary to smell yourself, though. Just saying.
Yeah.
That
Have
is
I
true.
asked you all about anyone else's mask? When you go outside, you wear your mask. Does it ever smell like cat pee, or is that just me?
I think a cat probably peed in your mask.
Cat pee breath. That's what I'm thinking. My cats are peeing in my mask.
I-
But is it
While you're
some
sleeping?
weird breath ammonia thing that happens?
No, to me it sounds like a cat is, frankly, pissing in your mask.
Why?
Because you said that your mask smells like cat piss.
That's one solution.
That's not a rant. That's not a listen. Occam's razor. We don't.
Razor is
yeah.
cat peed in your mask.
Is yeah, that's the rule. What does Occam say? If you don't know who did it, the cat did it.
The cat peed it. Why is Dogen in the bush?
Oh, look
Oh,
at
I
him.
always loved he's wearing bunny slippers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were mentioning that earlier.
Never quite explained that. I think
How-
he's a ranger. What does a ranger wear? Bunny slippers.
How early did you have the notion that Ford should basically be like everywhere?
That was really early. I mean, I think that was like a founding thing. But the mysteries of the camp was this guy.
It's
who
like,
was
who
everywhere.
is this fella?
I think the bunny slippers is just a touch of his, just kind of just not exactly.
Not quite right.
He's mix and match. Yeah, not quite right.
didn't
Otherwise, he
mean-
would be a perfect scoutmaster.
Oh, maybe I need
Wait, that
pyro
rake-
for this.
Raking badge.
No, I think you want to know.
You can tell me.
I think you need to get in from above. I could be wrong though. Those do look burnable the way they're all different color.
Oh, I'm in.
I think you can drop in from above.
I'm just thinking of P2
That
where
rock,
there's so
that
many
rock.
burnable things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hop over
This
here.
one- Oh, look at that! Forgot
Cool.
about her and her little airplane.
Cute.
Wow, we hid so many kids around this.
We hid so many kids. Usually a sentence you don't want to hear someone say.
We've hidden so many children.
We've
It's
hidden
fine.
all of the children.
Oh, you're ranked up.
But how do I?
I think you can actually break those boards now with your punch.
Huh. Huh.
Nope, you're stuck
Huh.
forever.
Jeff, you liar!
Oh, yeah, how do you get out of there?
I think you just gotta climb back out.
No,
Yeah,
don't
jump
go
on
in
the
here.
table.
I forgot to tell you not to go in here.
Yeah, it soft locks you by keeping you
me
trapped in there.
Yeah, you got to use the flying trick to get out of there.
All the speedrun strats that I
Yeah.
don't know.
Did you watch the speedrun video that we made?
I have, but not for a while. So I mean, truthfully, like I used to back before I was doing journalism or anything, right? I was like a barista and stuff, and that was when Double Fine Adventure was coming out. So I remember watching that as that would happen, and then also that was like Dev's Play was a lot more active. So I remember watching those, but it's been a while since I've actually watched that video.
Yeah, that might have
certainly.
been during that. Yeah, and it was
around that
we
time.
went the whole Psychonauts 1 team. We watched it, and at first it was really horrible and frustrating because he was skipping all of our work. Like he just knew how to skip.
I was asking Jeff about this earlier. Is it weird to see someone be like, "Yeah, there's no collision mesh here, so I'm just gonna."
Well, at first we were all mad, like, "Oh, I can't believe he's doing that. It's so rude." And then by the end of it, we were cheering for him because he was like. Found all these ways to enjoy our game that we had not thought of.
Yes.
You know, he was getting so much more out of it than we'd put into it by just finding all these things we didn't know about, like the ability for Raz to fly. It was amazing.
There is that part in Mia though where he starts to fly and everybody's just like visibly.
I mean, he side blasted his head into a trigger volume that caused him to skip the whole theater level. That was amazing.
Oh, really? Yeah.
But how can you skip an entire level? Don't you need certain things from that level?
What you need to do, but you just have to open up the door to get Benita Slay to come out of her back room. But if you side blast your head into her room through the collision, it animates through the collision. And if you blast your head in there, it triggers like the last state of the level.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna cheat when we get there finally.
Don't you? This
no,
is
I
not
won't.
a cheater run.
I won't. All right, that's fine.
Do you do speedruns, Heather? Is that something you do?
I learned Breath of the Wild speedrunning for a while when that game was first out because I used to, when I was doing journalism, speedrunning was a thing that I loved covering, and most speedrunners were really eager to talk about their experiences, so I was able to talk to them if they did achievements or like certain tricks. But then I thought, well, if I'm talking to these people so much, I should at least try and do it. So I never had a really good successful run, but you can get to the end of Breath of the Wild like basically right away. You just are extremely naked and like have no weapons.
If you like fight Ganon with nothing.
Yeah, so you there's a big tutorial area where you have to go through like 4 shrines, but then after that you can just like do all these weird tricks to book it to the castle and try and fight all these bosses while Link is basically in his underwear. You know, as that's just canonical. That's just what happens in the story.
Find those stuff. I remember like playing Atari. Maybe Tim, do you remember Warlords?
Oh yeah,
Warlords.
I speedrun Warlords all the time.
Well, because I remember there's one little spot that if you shoot towards one, it makes an L shape, and I remember somehow discovering that and using that to my advantage all the time, and that really being the only Easter egg I ever found.
It's like a exploit. I would call it an exploit of Warlords.
What's that mean? That's an
Oh,
exploit?
look at those paths don't line up. I'm still mad about that.
Oh, this right here?
What paths?
It looks like two different companies made those environments and then shipped them to each other. And someone was like, I thought you said it was a wood plank path. No, it was a dirt path. We agreed it was a dirt path.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Maybe that tells a different story, though. We should...
Someone was asking if we've tried to make Psychonauts 2 harder for speedrunners, and I think the answer is they'll probably find a way to break.
Yeah, there's no way to make.
Yeah, there's no way to.
Yeah.
They just.
I know. We think about it like try and make things overridable or skippable. Like I remember the speedrunner was like, "Guys, you gotta make everything skippable."
Oh yeah.
So we do think about them once in a while.
Oh,
or like if there's a bug that we're just deciding whether to fix or not, you're like, well, how much fun would a speedrunner have finding this?
Right.
How much joy do we want to take that joy away? I mean,
I guess I wanted to head back here to this area before I made any further. I know we have. I think Bagel is technically maybe supposed to join us. I don't know.
I think he's already in here.
Where? Can you hear me?
Bagel.
Nathan Bagel Stapley.
Sweet Discord.
Well.
Yeah.
You did it.
We found it.
Yeah,
Cool.
Jeff, you're leaving?
What? Jeff, what?
Yeah, I'm gonna actually get back to work now.
Okay, that's fine.
And I want to eat lunch too, so.
Sure, of course.
All right.
This
All right,
is.
I'll see you guys later.
Thanks for working on Psychonauts, Jeff.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
And the other one. What are we calling it? Psychonauts 2.
Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, that one. All right, bye.
Hello, Bagel.
Hey, hi. Is it me? Did I offend Jeff? I'm just kidding.
Yeah. You know about the big old Jeff feud.
Yeah. Their families have been at it for generations.
Yeah, exactly. The Soulis.
This is one thing
Soulis
I
statement.
like about the second game. It has the same quality, which is there is a main mission path you could or should be on, but there's all this stuff outside that you can just kind of get completely distracted by and be like, I'm just gonna look for shit in the woods.
Yes, it's
What's
always
this?
good to have a lot of things that you can just collect. A lot of knickknacks.
So I remember that we had a big day where we were all just brainstorming things we liked about summer camp and listing them, and this is kind of the area that got all of that stuff. Like we're like, I remember walking off, finding abandoned campsites, and also finding there's a bunch of gravestones here in the woods somewhere that someone's talking about being at camp, and if you wander off the trail, you can find things like that, like weird
Or finding
abandoned
like
graveyards.
like abandoned campfire with a bunch of trash, and you're like, oh my god, some teens were here.
Some
like,
teens were
There you go.
here. Oh
The
no!
teens found that spot. Some rough teens. When you're a kid at camp, you're scared of those
Keep heading
teens.
back here, you'll find the tree that ate Ford's truck.
Oh yeah, that's back here too. I love finding these abandoned little spots.
Can I?
Oh my god, I forgot about that cave.
I can definitely make this jump. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this cave.
Oh my god, yeah. Ooh, that's a whole side challenge marker.
Oh wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Holds up. It holds up. Hey, man.
Bagel, hi, buddy.
What's
So
going
good.
on? Sweet.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, they
just like
should have
the
had that.
early
You're
days.
robbed. You're robbed.
I love it.
Remember
Yeah.
when we all shared an office together, you guys? The three of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was great.
Bagel would play the blues.
And we talked about that 12-year-old that was really cool that we
Yeah.
met.
I loved working
She should
in
go
that
out and do
office.
journalism and work in games. Yeah. That was
I
not a
hope for
safe
that
place for a
12-year-old.
12-year-old.
I bet it wasn't. Yeah.
It wasn't.
Wait,
No, there was
did
some
you go to the
deaths.
office when you were 12 years old? Is that?
No, that's
that was
we're
a
lying.
humorous statement of ridiculous
We're-
possibilities.
We're
That's
improv.
how old she was.
We're doing an old improv trick called yes and.
Oh, nice. You guys are doing improv? That's cool.
You can't do this. Wait, you're gonna try it again? Okay.
No, I got it.
Maybe
I just got it.
Oh, cool.
I think it doesn't look like it's. I think you're supposed to come from the other direction.
Well, I didn't, and
There's
I got
another
it.
cave. Did you collect it but not?
Yeah, I collected it, but I didn't land on the thing.
You know what? You
Bagel,
can
how
go
would
under
you
those
solve this
mangrove
part?
things. I love that you can go under those mangrove roots.
We can go down here.
Oh, okay. There is a bear.
There is where the bear. That's the bear.
There's a bear in the tunnel.
Oh, jeez Louise.
I'm not a fan of all these bears.
There.
This
You know,
is
it's
really
a pretty nice
dangerous
woods
camp.
if it wasn't for all these.
I feel like if this really was a camp for kids, that would be pretty dangerous to just have.
The bears?
in the
You
woods.
have to do something about those bears all the time.
I guess you couldn't make like round things, like round objects back in those days. That's
Well,
pretty
you know,
solid.
they had it was kind of like Legos. You know, how Legos only had square bricks and then they
Yeah,
got the
just-
round bricks.
Mhm.
They had invented round polygons back then. We only had straight polygons.
Someone in
That's
so-
amazing.
Hmm.
I was gonna say someone in chat is asking a question, but I think it gives us a chance to talk about some early design stuff, which is, was Raz given the surname Aquato because of the water stuff, or was that an afterthought? Because I know originally Raz was not Raz. He was
D'Artagnan.
He was
But he was
D'Artagnan.
always. I mean, there was an old first document had him. It was called D'Artagnan Alstublieft. I don't know. It's like something we had just been to Amsterdam, I think. But he was always soon after that Rasputin Aquato. But we never called him Aquato in the first game, except for on a texture in Meat Circus. There's a picture of his family
Was that true?
on a poster.
Because it probably says like
Which
Aquato
part?
family.
Yeah, it says Aquato underneath a picture of a bunch of acrobats. Because I always meant for that to be like I thought. Well, that's too on the nose. That name Aquato. I gotta find out more veiled, nuanced name for them. But then it's stuck.
It's very
Oh
bad.
yeah, it was always going to be about that curse. I wrote this whole backstory document about the curse and
Yes, the Golokyo
Put it
and
on
all
them.
that nonsense.
Golokyo.
Golokyo.
lie. Yeah.
I said Golokyo.
Golokyo is pretty good. It's like Malokyo, you know, like the devil's horns.
Heather, are you trying to get that egg? Is that like your main objective right now?
Well, I just want it.
You gotta come out of the bear cave. How do you get rid of that bear? You have to kill the bear.
No,
I get that
I
egg was
certainly
so
can like
delicious.
slide
No.
down this and get to it.
When Heather sees something she wants, she's not giving up.
No,
She's
I'm
giving
not.
up on the egg.
This is also my way of secretly elongating
up.
the length of the stream.
Yeah, it's what do you call something that's not a speed run, like a slow run?
Yeah.
Just slow walking the game.
Awesome games done slowly.
Just awesome eggs done over and over.
No running.
Lots of jumping
from
done.
that cave. From the other, I think you have to deal with the bear.
We can.
In that cave.
We can do this.
I don't know though. I'm not good at this game.
But
I'm certainly not.
We all got very excited, but Bagel,
Hey,
could you introduce yourself for folks at home who perhaps do not know who you are?
Oh yeah.
What a Bagel is.
I'm Bagel, Nathan Bagel Stapley. It's my name, and yeah, I've been working at Double Fine for 20 years.
20 years.
I had a job interview with Tim and Scott at a breakfast place on Haight Street.
And he ordered a bagel, and that's why we called him.
Exactly. And then I ordered a bagel, and the rest is history.
He was our first texture artist we hired, right? And we put him right to work on painting the walls of the office, I think.
Yeah.
So
did you pick the color that became and why everything is orange for Double Fine after that?
It was like a dark.
Yeah,
no, I don't know if I picked that orange. I remember it was like maroon, right? Wasn't the office?
The walls of the office were this kind of Golden Gate Bridge red, and then someone did a mock-up of the website, and it was like orange, and then that's the color word.
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, I think
Or is
the
that
orange
you?
was from the logo. I mean, it's from like the.
But where did the orange come from for the logo?
I don't know. Good question.
Parking sign or
From
something.
The original painting.
So wait, let's circle back for a second.
I remember my first. Wait, I just want to say there's one thing about the colors though. Is Tim bright colors are very important to Tim because I remember like when I started, like, and we were in the office, the very first office where it was like the old leather shop. It only fit like 8 people.
Right.
And like every new person, like Tim would build an IKEA table for, and then paint a new exciting color.
Okay, it was stain.
Right.
I was staining them.
You would stain them.
A new,
Yeah,
very bright color.
little more craftsmanship, but
All the
By the
metal.
time I got there, I didn't get a table
acid
though.
green, yeah, like Xbox
I didn't-
green.
Yeah, everything was very bright and exciting.
Like a puzzle, you found a puzzle in the woods. You're so lucky.
Cool. Sorry for
Can't
not
solve
you,
it.
Heather.
Guys are.
Might not be able to
You don't
solve
have
it yet.
You don't have the power, but it's not just, that's just a bidet at this point.
Oh wow, that probably feels
Feels
so
so
nice.
fresh. Feels so fresh.
It's nice and cozy.
Stimulating.
Can I circle back and ask then,
Yeah.
truly though, Bagel, where does that nickname come from? Is it really that story? That story doesn't sound real.
It sounds
Go
like
with that story. That story's better than any story you'll hear.
Go with that story.
Okay.
No, they just call me Nathan, and they call me Nate, right? And they call me Natal Bagel for some reason. Like this one guy in high school, and then that's just kind of how it happened. There was like a commercial.
So
There was
one
like a commercial, it was kind of a jingle or something. He just called me Natal Bagel.
guy in high school changed
Yeah, he's like
the
my
course
good
of your
friend.
life.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, you met people and you had an opportunity of introducing yourself any way in the world, and you said, "My name's Bagel."
Yeah, but also
Is
as I
big.
got older, like I kind of still hung out with those people.
Something in there.
Transferred into like art school, so and then it just kind of transferred into like, Double Fine.
Yeah, but you should talk about some of your friends. Their names like Bun and Cheetah. Like everyone had pretty exciting names.
No, my name's Cheetah. It's kind of weird and stupid, but
Those are exciting.
I remember
Cheetah.
the first year, like my first year, but being friends with Bagel, I would always introduce him. This is Nathan at a party. This is Nathan, and everyone's like Bagel.
yeah.
Dude, I refused to call him Bagel. He's like, and he insisted on it. So I was like, okay.
I'm getting a burrito.
Yeah. You resist the name for a long time because it's ridiculous.
And then you're like, no, he is exactly that. Bagel is such a good bagel.
See, my nickname was never inspired because my full last name is McIntyre, so everybody just called me Mac, and some people still do. So there's like 4 people in the world who, if I see them, they don't say like, "Hi Heather," they go Mac, and I go, "Okay, nice to see you
Okay.
too." But they're allowed to because they're my friends.
Got it.
You know.
That's like a warning.
I
That's like
didn't
a
have a
taunting
nickname.
warning. You can call me Mac, but I won't like.
Oh well, that's like the
try it.
1920s version of it too. It's like, "Hey Mac."
Yeah.
Hey,
Mac. get
Hey
over here.
Mac. Yeah.
Get out of the road.
A lot of bada bings.
There is a really high climb on one of these trees that gets you something good too, and he does a special dance at the top of
Oh yeah. Whoa.
it. I forget, the path starts somewhere around the GPC here.
All of Tim's special hints.
Are great.
These are
Are
things I
great.
don't know.
As you're gonna say.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're fantastic.
It's a fun path, and it's fun to see Raz do the dance.
I figured we should come to the
Monk.
I remember
This is a crying kid.
the isolation chamber.
Really cushiony in there.
The subtitles kind of give away who's crying.
A little bit.
And then he also says his name is Maloof.
Oh, right. Okay. That really gives it away as well. Look at that cutie. What a little cutie.
Thought he would have to eat his own arm. A normal thing you do when you are stuck in a room
Just
for a
before
long
the
time.
movie came out, we learned we could just cut off our arms.
Yes.
That knife.
No, it's a sixth sensory deprivation tank. A hermetically sealed metaphysical hotbox. It's solitary confinement for psychics.
Just listening to them talk.
And the coach
It's so mean. It's so mean to put people in psycho isolation chambers. I'm not a fan, Tim.
Who did
They
it?
put kids in there since the 50s. They used to do horrible things to kids in the 50s.
Yeah.
Where does the concept for this wonderful Russian fellow come
That
from?
guy's the best. That guy's the
I mean, I
best.
think we made him Russian. You know, I made the big Facebook. Those are still up on the internet somewhere.
Campster? It
It's
might
not
be.
Friendster. Yeah, Chris Remo made real pages out of him. It was a
Oh,
fake Friendster thing
yeah.
I made. But I made him Russian, and Anna Kipnis gave his name. It's the name of a famous writer in Russia,
Mikhail.
Volga something. And then a lot of his dialogue was written by Wolpaw, who
Eric.
Yeah, Whoop-aw.
had put all the wrestling stuff in there. cannot hide forever, bear.
But you did those based on drawings. Like, you just came up with all these
Yeah,
cool...
you did a whole bunch of drawings of all the camp kids, and then I just shifted them around. And... Yeah,
you
camp's
put
just still up,
stories
and I
to
always
them.
forget the URL. I have to search for it.
How do I
That was brilliant, dude.
how do I use the button?
Didn't you hand that in as a deliverable to Friendster pages?
I shared the link. It's at work. I was very excited about it. It was like 3 days.
I'm hesitating because we're gonna stop before we get to Sasha's shooting gallery. Is our cutoff point for today?
Oh, well, have you gone down to the beach yet?
Oh no, we could do that. Totally go down towards the lake and relax.
What other
Bring my
areas?
doorbell. There's a lot of hidden things. You didn't find that. You didn't find the tree, the tall tree.
Oh my gosh, Tim! There's so much pressure.
Are you afraid? Are you afraid you won't be able to do it and I'll laugh? I will never do that. I would never do anything that mean.
I like how that's where the thought went of like, are you afraid?
Yeah, are you afraid?
Is it fear? Do you fear me, Batman?
My mask. Are you afraid of?
Oh, Heather, you won't.
Full of?
You won't find the collectibles, Heather.
You won't get to the top of the tree.
Oh, we put the titanium thing there for you.
Look, see, there's a cantilever. That isn't that part of it? No.
Well,
I think it's back. One of these trees has some ivy.
stuff
One of these
over
trees
there.
has an ivy on it. One of these trees has a climbable. Oh, she's afraid.
I'm not afraid.
That's what it is. She's afraid.
No.
I'm sorry. You don't have to do this. Bears are scary.
Bears are scary. Oh, there's a bear there.
There's a platform up there on that tree.
Oh,
Is
it's
that it?
the chat is helping us, telling us where to get started.
Well, this gets me onto this.
Oh, here we go.
But
what is this for? This seems like a.
this
a
just
branch.
feels like a random.
Sometimes a branch is just a
H-bomb.
branch.
Yes. Okay.
I forgot that little handstand you could do on the.
Let's just get off of that. Let's collect
One
this
arm
at
is
least.
off the branch with the.
I think people are telling me that I need to go on top of the chamber.
Yeah. Wait, why is this sad? Is it sad because the H-ball? We don't call them H-balls.
This is so sad. Someone says. Is it because
Yes,
is it because I don't know all the collectible secrets of a 20-year-old game that I wasn't involved in the development of making it?
Does not go so dark. I think it was your Bane impression.
Oh.
I thought that was.
How do I get up? Well,
How do you getting up there?
Is it that
You just
camera?
kind of force it. You just kind of
Ah.
God, I love how dirty that looks. Nice and rusty. Who painted that? Bagel? Did you paint that?
I don't
Your man,
know
Tim Kogan.
if I can get up there.
Huh?
I've been Kogan.
Kogan painted that?
There's the ivy over there.
Did Kogan paint? Did Kogan paint a lot of this? A lot of the camp stuff?
Can you see
Oh,
where
over
I'm
there.
pointing?
Oh, like this right here.
Behind you, there.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got you, Tim. I got you, Tim.
Yeah,
I got you. I got you.
Get on top of it. They were fooling with you. They were like, get on top of it.
The way that they phrased it was weird.
You could never trust chat. Oh, maybe you do get over there eventually, though. But look at this. Look at chat.
Let
me point out how much fun you're having right now.
I'm having a lot of fun.
Not anymore.
Games are
that
fun.
Was close.
This, I didn't even realize that there was like an actual animation for that.
That's a very cute jump that he does up those steps.
Boop, 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 boop. Someone's saying that some of these branches are secretly tightropes. How high can we go on this? Pretty high.
Enough to have camera problems, just enough.
Enough to have camera problems, yes.
Yeah. The bane of our existence, just to bring it back to Batman.
Oh. I messed it up.
You can't see through trees.
I messed it up. I feel so bad. I'll do one more attempt at this, and then you know what? Actually, I think we'll actually just go into Sasha's, and we can relax.
What's the schedule? What happens at 2? What magic thing happens at 2?
Nothing that I'm aware of. For me, it's 5. Oh, you can only grab some. You can only grab some of the branch. That's right.
You gotta grab the straight part.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing wrong there. I'm grabbing the wrong part of the branch.
Oh, I have a meeting at 2. That's what's going on.
You have a meeting at 2?
I do have a meeting at 2.
Ah,
I'm
Tim.
only here for 1 to 2.
That's heartbreaking.
Big timey, super important Mr. Business meeting. No, I don't know. It's probably about squirrels or something. Squirrel meeting.
Meetings today. Bagel, you have any meetings today?
Nope, no more meetings. It's almost 5 o'clock. But yeah.
That's right.
We're both Eastern.
Oh, are you?
I finished. I'll say I finished my last thing yesterday.
Did you?
Oh.
I finished the last vault yesterday.
Yeah, Scott's doing the vaults.
Oh, fantastic!
They're amazing. They're amazing.
I ripped them off a lot.
I ripped off a lot of your paintings for those too, because you were.
I saw that one shot that was like, that's pretty good. It's like me ripping you off, ripping. It's like a circle, man.
I know, I love it. I love ripping each other off.
Everybody in chat. Ooh, final vault done. Ooh, Scott vaults. They're excited.
I'm really excited about these vaults, I have to say. Wait, where do you do the dance? Don't you do? Oh, there you go.
Oh, there, it was doing it. It's like an idol.
Is that where
Yeah.
Did you? I missed it. Did you do the dance?
It's happening.
Cute, very cute.
Yeah.
I lost the window for 1 second as I was
well, if I stand here, he just repeats it.
Okay, wait.
Tim Kogan did do the clouds here. He did the epic clouds. I think.
Yeah, those clouds. Those clouds are amazing.
Isn't there like a screaming face in there somewhere?
Yeah, he did screaming face in those clouds.
I think it's the nighttime one has a screaming face. He has a pleasant face in the daytime one and a screaming face in the night.
Oh, yeah, in the sky.
Yeah, isn't the sun pleasant? The sun.
I think the babies. They're the babies right there.
And then there's the sun.
Oh, there's the sun. Happy sun.
Right there.
No, but over to the go back a little bit. You like turn it there. Right behind your shoulder right now is with the faces of the two-headed baby.
Oh yeah, I can see that right there. Yeah, I had to move the camera just a tad.
How is that asylum standing up when it's got a break in the geometry right there?
Yeah, no, that's asylum.
You never know how things work.
So like, I went to summer camp with my cousin once, and whenever he climbed on a rock, he would go do that little dance, and that's where that comes from. And then I was at a family event with him. I hadn't seen him in like 20 years, and I saw him, and he's all older. And I told him how I put that in the video game. I did the dance, and he goes, like, "You're doing it wrong. That's not how you do the dance." He did the dance for me, and his version was 2 fists. Like he put his, like he was flexing 2 biceps, but then his fists would go in the same direction. And you turn the fist back and forth and go, But I was like, oh my God. I'm glad that it was wrong, so then he can't sue us and say it was trademark because we altered it. Transformative use.
Major few.
Is that how trademark works? Oh, I'm in a
I gotta
cave.
go have a squirrel meeting. Oh, there's a grotto. Beautiful grotto.
Here, we'll go down to the beach.
You had a little water curse there.
That's nice.
No, just a splash. Just a
We'll
splash.
do.
Okay, I'm gonna sign off and say bye to everybody.
All right.
My squirrel.
Bye, Tim.
Bye.
Bye, Scott. Bye, Bagel. Bye, Heather. Good job, everybody.
Because Scott and
Nailed
Bagel.
it.
I think what we'll do. I keep on changing my mind, but I think we'll just finish exploring and wind down, and that'll be nice and good. Because I appreciate y'all being here. Oh, the hand.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, the Hand of Golokyo.
Oh, yeah.
The Hand of Golokyo.
that the first time you see the hand?
I think so,
Just
yeah.
be trying to leave.
yeah.
I know you.
Hang out. Don't go to the meeting.
Yeah.
What's that meeting?
God, I'm still in it. I can't leave. I can't figure out how to leave.
Just tell them that
Perfect,
you're busy, and
Yeah,
it's fine.
This is very important.
They'll never know that you're actually here. Publicly, there's no way for them to find out.
Think they're watching it?
Maybe,
Will this
maybe not.
Exit? Will that exit? Nope, that won't exit. I'm stuck here.
There's no way they can find it.
They will never find it.
Well, I'll just keep talking.
Wait,
I'm gonna have to shut down my computer
Look, it's
again.
beautiful.
that's fine. Look
That
at all
water
these.
looks really pretty. Look at that.
Were any of
Water
you
looks nice.
the folks who would like draw environmental stuff like fish and things like that too? Is any of that you?
Yeah,
Oh, I found the button.
fish. Yeah, I drew the fish, and I think I drew the fish. I don't know. I drew the lungfish.
Remember you drawn some fish?
I remember I designed the lungfish as I was chilling out. You're going to garden.
Just
Just
kind of
relaxing
vibing.
outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, just relaxing outside. There were people going to the museum.
I mean,
And I was trying to figure out what that lungfish would look like.
you strike me as a very relaxed person, Scott Campbell.
I feel relaxed. Right now, actually, I'm doing this from my bed. Just FYI.
Are you really? That's fine.
Yeah, because my wife's parents are here visiting the baby, so they have the rest of the house. So
Oh,
I'm banished
okay.
to the bedroom.
We were watching my sister's kid today, so not my baby, but there was a baby.
I think having a kid chilled you out, bro.
Dude, chilled me out or Heather?
You sound pretty chill right now, you know, kind of, but like you sound really chill.
Oh yeah, I feel pretty well because I'm inclined right now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's inclined.
Practically laying down.
He's inclined to be chill.
I'm inclined to be chill. That's my new thing. I'm constantly inclined.
Inclined to be chill. That's.
But Bagel, buddy, you gotta come out and meet this baby, bro.
I know, dude. I think we're gonna go out maybe end of summer.
Yeah, travel. Everybody's gonna be traveling.
Oh hell yeah.
I'm getting vaccine shot too, and then I'm gonna try and finally visit San Francisco.
Nice. Yeah. So you work and you never went to the office.
I have never met any of my coworkers in person for an entire year. I was in New York, in Brooklyn, in Bushwick, and then
right where I am.
Yeah. But 2 days before my lease went up and I was gonna renew, the roof burnt on fire.
Whoa.
And burnt down, so the apartment had no roof. So
Whoa.
Can I make it across? Can I make it across?
Why don't?
We did. So I went back. I'm with my family right now in New England.
Oh, cool.
And I will eventually go out to San Francisco, scout out some locations, and then hopefully move.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you know when? Like
great.
Summertime or so, probably.
Cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it. I mean, have you spent time in San Francisco?
Only ever on business, right? So like, I had to go out there 2 years ago because I was asked to give a GDC talk about animation, and then there were other times I was out there to like go to press events or something, right? But I've never, and I had a college roommate, a good friend of mine who lived out there, so I visited every now and then. So I know the city a bit, but not the I'm nervous. Moving across the country seems like the most terrifying thing in the world.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. Great. The weather's good.
Bagel, if I was still in New York, I would say we should go on an adventure.
Yeah, for sure. We should hang out. I'm in Bed-Stuy.
Oh, so you really were right near me.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a lovely day in New York.
Is it?
Summer day, 70 degrees. Well, yeah, it's probably the same thing in New England, right?
I guess, yeah. But New York smells worse.
Oh yeah, the smells are starting. That's really gross.
Yeah, it's summertime, so it's gonna be that.
Heating up those trash bags.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like starting to smell gross, but it's great.
I love those trees.
Somebody asked, "Have I ever been to a baseball game?" And the answer is yes. I'm a human being in America, so I've been to a baseball game.
Yes, baseball fan.
Somebody asks if
baseball.
Somebody asks if y'all watch the Giants, and the answer is, as I open up my wallet that nobody can see, no. I'm from New England, so guess what? What team is on my bank card? It's the Red Sox, baby.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's on your bank card.
It
so
is.
You are really into baseball.
I love baseball.
Oh, well, then they asked the right question.
They did. Yankees or Mets? Somebody's asking. I don't know. I would say the Mets. I don't know.
During whole Corona, I didn't like. I think sports during Corona is like doesn't really work.
It's weird.
Is it right now?
I love that you call it Corona. That's so.
I kind of want to like. I know everybody calls it COVID, but I'm stuck with Corona.
No, that's fine.
Even though it's like not accurate.
That makes it seem more refreshing and crisp.
Right.
You know.
I mean, but all the viruses are Coronas, right? So it's not like really COVID is more like that's that virus.
That's like very specifically COVID variation 19 or something.
I didn't know that.
I'm just collecting things right now.
We learned a lot. We learned a lot about diseases.
God, look at how sharp that edge is there.
Oh yeah.
It's a sharp cliff.
Right
Mountain. It looks, I don't know.
That's one long poly right there, right? Look at that one long poly.
Probably, yeah.
Good trees.
Right here. Boom.
Yeah.
One big triangle.
Look at that thing.
Look at that.
Somebody
that'd
says
be wonderful for sledding.
Someone said walk off the edge, and the answer is I can't.
It happens. You slide down.
You don't slide down.
Oh, because it turns to darkness.
Yeah. Straight into darkness.
So, Bagel, did you paint these trees? Is that something you did? Kogan?
I think Kogan did a lot of the camp. Kim Kogan.
Okay.
Shout out to Kim Kogan.
Shout out to
I
Kim
think he did a lot of camp stuff. I think he did. I know we like split the characters in half. I think I did a lot of Sasha stuff. But I did a few things here. I think. Yeah, you can kind of tell those are Kogan's like things.
Kogan does a lot of epic paintings still now. Paintings for galleries of towns.
For both of you, were there specific areas or things that you liked working on maybe more than others, right? Like, do you have babies that you love more than some other areas?
Ooh.
Gosh.
It was like so long ago.
Oh my god, right?
Well, Bagel, I mean, you probably, what were your, did we do it by level? Like, did you have a full levels that you worked on then? Like Sasha's level?
Like, thought about that, thinking just right now. I was like, I think that is kind of how it worked. Because I remember I did, like, Waterloo World. I remember doing that a lot. And like, the Sasha's Cube, you know? I remember doing a lot of those textures.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember Kim did, I can't remember. It was something like that. But I think it was mostly me and Kim doing textures. Did Mark Hamer do some textures too? Or even maybe Raz?
Yeah, Raz and Mark started doing textures later on. Yeah.
For me, like, that stuff is amazing because I can't draw, like, stick figures, right? Like, I can write, but drawing and the stuff that you folks do, for me, feels like magic a little.
Well, Bagel is one of the best painters on the earth. That guy. So that's why he was our first hire, because he's
glowing,
the best, and he's still there painting epic things.
It's true.
I didn't paint. I think I painted some textures right at the beginning, but that was when we were doing the crunch. Because the first level we did was theater, when we were trying to do a proof of concept.
Oh, really?
And then it was like everyone on deck, so like you had to do everything. So I painted a bunch of textures and gold to bloom.
Yeah.
So and that's when we were spending the night there, and Bagel was sleeping in the bed of his truck, and like, you know.
How
garage.
That was when he worked out of a garage, and it's like.
Yeah.
Looking back on that, do you go like, oh my gosh, what the heck were we doing to ourselves?
No, because we were all pretty young and excited, so like we didn't mind spending long hours there, and there weren't many people with babies or anything, so it's like it was like kind of fun camaraderie to just be there all the time, and there's a certain punk rock vibe to it that Tim was excited about too, because having our own garage means that we could throw our own parties there, and you know,
right,
and it was fun. It felt like
parties.
Exciting.
That'll probably be the next time I see folks.
Yeah, we definitely threw ragers there that we couldn't in the actual office when we moved into the place where they're at now. But when we had the garage on the doorstep across the street from the doorstep of despair, you know.
What is the doorstep of despair?
Well, there are a lot of.
Scary
Yeah,
for
well, there's a few people died on that doorstep of despair. It was basically like our street was a side street in San Francisco in the Soma district, and it was like there were a lot of. And it came with that the dude that would lived on the streets, and he every Thursday would come and he would wash the he would clean the streets, and we'd give him money for it. But it came with the place. I'm sure Tim will talk about it because he based some of the dialogue on some of the stuff he had, because he was kind of a real conspiracy theorist. Like he was a pretty intense dude. So Tim was constantly taking notes whenever he was visiting on like all the wild things that he talked about, because he'd have concepts like he'd have to make sure he'd clean the glass because the satellites would be looking at you through the glass, and like kind of he had different concepts. So the doorstep of despair is where like people just some people passed away on that doorstep, just like relaxing and kind of people in the streets. It was a rough street. That street.
There's a lot of sketchy stuff going on in that alley.
Yeah. But yeah,
it still looks the same too, actually. Kind of like a notorious alley in Soma, right by All Star Donuts. That's kind of like a legendary like San Francisco.
Oh yeah, All Star Donuts. I had that every morning.
Were they good?
I hear my voice in your mic, Bagel.
Oh really?
Oh yeah, I guess there is echo now.
Wait, did something new happen?
I don't know. Did you
what
take
about
some?
now?
I still.
Oh, yeah.
I still hear. What about you, Heather? Do you hear yourself?
Not anymore. Not really.
Is it when I talk?
No,
Yeah,
it's
maybe
mostly
it's on
like when
mine.
we talk.
Yeah.
What about now? I
We're
turned my volume down. I don't know if that works.
We're gonna wind down in about 5 minutes anyway, I think, probably.
Wind it down. Yeah,
Yeah.
Scott.
Wind down. Because it's I'll get us to Sasha. Oh, there's the echo.
Yeah, there it is. Oh boy.
Listen, we're working remote. It's like whatever. I knew there would be some things that would be like that. There it is. This is me again. Hey!
So many of us.
Ah!
We're all in this room. We're all in this room together. I like imagining us all in the same room together with bowls of chips.
Oh,
and,
just
maybe maybe pizza on the table.
some salsa.
Mm-hmm. I'm eating a burrito. I'm trying to be quiet about eating this burrito.
What kind of burrito?
Bagel, you gotta do something about your mic, or like, I mean, put your headphones on maybe or something. Do you have headphones?
I don't have headphones. Did it just start?
Bagel.
Bagel, you gotta put headphones on. They don't exist. How come it wasn't a problem before?
I know. I was gonna use Enid's, but I think she took them on her trip.
I can't.
Oh, Enid took another trip.
Can't deal with it at all.
I don't do anything. I don't understand why it just started.
I'm getting us down here.
Is everybody on the chat hearing it?
Yeah, everyone's hearing it.
I definitely hear it. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Well, whatever. We have 2 Heathers and 2 Scotts and 1 Bagel on this.
2 Heathers. Yeah, that's our new sitcom. 2 Heathers, 2 Scots, and a bagel.
Yeah. Oh boy.
This is when we enter Sasha's will be where we end it. I think.
Okay, cool.
How have y'all been?
Exciting.
How all have y'all been doing? Just as a general rule of thumb, how's life? Doing good.
Are we asking us?
Yeah, you. Bagel.
I feel like if I talk, I'm gonna fuck everything up. Or I mean,
it's not about your talking. It's about your speaker is on, and so your mic is picking up the speaker.
So if I turn it down, that's so weird that it just started. Okay, I'm just gonna turn my mic off.
I'm so sorry. I just wanted to know how y'all are doing, because I don't really get a chance to talk to either of you.
Well, I'm doing good here, and I'm in Los Angeles now.
Are you?
And
I don't like Los Angeles too much. I get lost there very easily.
You know what? I grew up in the Bay Area, and I used to think the same. about it, and but after a while, I kind of started to like it quite a lot. And I mean, I just moved here like 3 years ago from New York.
Okay.
And I like it a lot.
I haven't been to Los Angeles since like 2017 or something, so my memories are a little hazy of it.
Well, there's some things are the same, some things are different.
That's life, man. That's just how it is.
Oh, hey, I'll say something about this level. Like, this is kind of inspired by that illustrator Jim Flora. He used to design old like jazz record covers and things. But he's wonderful. His drawings are epic. But that's what this kind of visual style is.
And then, Bagel, how are you doing? How are you just doing generally?
I'm pretty good. Can you guys hear an echo now? Is it fucking really crazy?
We're being quiet.
Well, not yours. Here, we'll find out.
When you guys talk.
Boop.
No, I'm doing great. I got my Johnson. I'm all good.
Oh yeah, I got my Moderna.
Nice.
I'm ready to travel around. We have now that everyone's getting their vaccines, we have a 5-month-old baby that now the family members can come and visit. So my wife's family lives on the East Coast, so they're finally flying out here in groups. Look at that nice fog.
Deep fog.
Megan's parents are here? That's awesome.
Yeah, Megan's parents are here with the baby. They just went on a little stroll. Her sister was here last week, and her other sister's coming in a couple weeks.
Your parents must be freaking out. They're like psyched.
Yeah, parents are pretty pumped.
Now, Scott, you were doing a lot of the figments, eh?
Yeah, I painted. I drew all the figments and I placed them by hand, all throughout everything.
I'll figure it out.
So,
yeah, we were all freaking out.
That was my one. That was my one thing for that I put in this game in the actual production.
I remember that.
Yeah.
There was like a million of them. Like,
I loved it, man. I loved doing the figments because it was kind of like, well, it was a fun way to placing them was explore and everything and think about little prizes, but thinking about the backstory of each level and each mind, it was fun to kind of go further with what we couldn't put in the level. So it was kind of putting little thoughts and ideas to maybe flesh out whatever is happening in the level. So it was super fun to riff on those little figments. I absolutely loved them. And they first started with the idea being some of the level was a structure and some of it was just hand drawn as a way to kind of show that it was a mind, it wasn't fully formed, so some of these things actually become things that you could run on, and some of them you have to they're just ideas of them, so you have to grab them. So, but yeah, I love doing all those.
I do like them a lot.
And I did some in the new game, but I think Gigi and Emily did.
Gigi and Emily probably did some, yeah.
I saw some of them. They're unbelievable. They're so good. Ugh. The new game looks so good.
It's a good-looking game.
Yeah, it's looked good for a while, but everything's coming together now. Yeah, I did some figments. I was meant to ask you how you did those.
You did some figments? You did?
Only in 2 levels, yeah. Emily and Gigi did most of them, but I did a couple of them.
Oh, cool.
Levels. We didn't have to place them. Well, they were all placed, so I just had to replace them, but I didn't have to place them in the level.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I see.
So you just made them.
I was trying to look at your line quality. It's pretty hard. Wobbly line, but it's pretty hard.
Oh, janky. But you guys nailed it, man. I saw some of Emily's and Gigi's, but I didn't see yours. I guess I'll have to look in the thread.
You'll see it. It's in Ford hair.
Okay.
All right.
Oh!
Is that a, is it?
Oh, wait. I told myself that I better, be careful.
Bagel!
Is that a spoiler? I don't know. What can you make out of that? Shoot.
It's so gosh.
Trying to figure that
so
out.
funny. Okay, I'm gonna head up top, and we're probably gonna end up ending the stream.
Oh my god, I love it.
Oh, we'll get through the rest of the game later.
I thought about that. I'm like, I can't do any spoilers.
No, Bagel. The more that you bring attention to it, the more people know.
I love it, dude. But that's exciting.
It's
gonna
not
make
much.
People talk and try to figure it out.
It wasn't
That's a
much.
great hint.
It really actually wasn't much at all.
Okay, yeah, I don't think anybody's talking
No,
about it.
you're
Yeah,
fine.
Like, all right, cool.
Okay,
So
people are gonna.
so that's fine. I think we're gonna end it.
well-
I think we're gonna end it here. There's my echo. Next time I think we're gonna have Key and a couple other people on, and that will be next Friday at the same time. Scott,
Okay.
Bagel,
All right.
thank you both very, very much.
Yeah,
This is
thanks.
so
Heather.
fun,
Cool.
man.
Yes.
Yeah, good to see you.
Talking, buddy.
Bye.
You too, man.
All right, man.
Bye, guys. Bye, everybody.